Man, probably a fun fact on me is that I like to read. I like to read. That's a lost art nowadays. Oh, my great uncle is Jesse Owens. He won 4 gold medals in 1936.
I always want to leave people with this, man, to all the viewers and everybody out there, man. Make sure you guys finish your story. Make sure you guys finish your journey because somebody's going to need it.
Yeah. All you got to do is push the back button. That's all you got to do. Push the back signal.
Try not to think about the future too much so you can maximize the now.
Who's your favorite rap artist?
Man, to be honest, it's crazy. Tupac always been my number one, right? Like he got me through so much stuff, but Lil Wayne has been in the modern day.
I said, what does it really take? What does it really take to be great, Drew? And he looked at me and he was like, you really want to know? And he was like, to be honest, everything you did to get here, you need to be consistent times 10.
What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy, Coach Lee, back up in this bad boy. Welcome to the Play Call Sheet. Just caught the regular season over, don't mean football over, man. For some of us, we're already gone fishing, and for others, the drive and the march continue. Let's get the crew up in this bad boy and do our thing. First off, coming from the Northeast, my man, my fellow cowboy brother, my man, too. What's happening, man?
Hey, Coach, I'm one of those guys. We ain't fishing yet. You know what I'm saying? So we can live. Tossing for another week. You know what I'm saying? Another 8 days, that is. You know what I'm saying? To the faith of death. But I think the Cowboys will survive, man. But shout out to everybody, man. Welcome to the Play Call Sheet. We call our own plays, man, but we all work as a team. Best thing that's ever happened to me, man. So shout out to everybody tuning in tonight. All streaming platforms. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on Facebook as well. Check us out on all social media platforms. We riding out. But before we continue, you know what I'm saying? God, man, I think he's going to be the comeback player of the year this year after a rookie year, man. But we'll see what goes on tonight, man. You know, he's fishing a little bit, but he came to join in tonight. My guy, Will, in the building. It's good with you, dog.
Hey, shit. Just fishing. Just fishing, fellas. It's over, man.
Dakota ain't played. Dakota's played already, man.
Our misery is finally over.
Shout out to my guy, Unc, in the building. You know
what up, Unc?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Hey, we gotta pay our insurance, man. You know, at that time. I don't think I've paid my insurance this month, man. So I'm gonna have my guy straight out of State Farm over here in the building. My guy Jake, man, what's going on with you, man?
Jake the Snake.
What's going on? How we doing? How we doing? Yeah, I gotta go a little undercover tonight. I'm behind a green screen, but I'm still here to talk and chat. What's up?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, Jamie.
Jamie in the building. Facebook user. Talk about me fishing. I see y'all.
That's your brother, Kawan, man.
Shout out to
Kawan, man.
Hey, man. And shout out to our new partners up at Let's Talk Sports.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Y'all joining watching.
Let's Talk Sports, man. Shout out. Have I finally changed teams? No, actually, I'm supporting Dennis Rodman, man. Dennis Rodman is actually one of my favorite players of all time.
So you're North Korean. I get it.
Shout out to my man. Not switching teams never. My team's actually been all right. You know what I'm saying? My Lakers actually, you know what I'm saying? Part of my back for a second as we go to beat the Nuggets tonight as well, man. So we're calling the shots over here. Shout out to Let's Talk Sports. Shout out to everybody that tunes in on a daily basis. Shout out to new guys, new girls, you know, coming through, tuning in with us. You know what I'm saying? Makes us happy.
Hey, they already on your head tonight, too. And Quan said you getting out the Alex.
Nah, never that. You know me, I'm riding with Lakers forever, no matter the circumstance. Like I said, stay woke, everybody. Just continue to stay woke. We'll be all right.
Y'all ain't got no lakes. You know that, right?
We got no who?
No lakes.
Those chips in the lakes.
LA Lakers, not a damn lake.
Hey, the chips that we get are lakes, man. We haven't got one in a little bit, but you know we'll get one soon. You know.
Hey, they don't got no legs, but they got a pool of LeBron tears.
We gonna
Yeah, they got those fools everywhere. We're gonna have a nice little conversation one day too during the basketball show about how your Lakers they don't recognize George Mikan's numbers, but they recognize them championships. Y'all some jokes, man.
Ooh.
Oh man, damn! I wish I had a rebuttal.
We can talk about that Wednesday.
You know my rebuttal.
Yeah, what's that?
You know my rebuttal.
Something about 2009 or 10 or something.
Nah, not even about that. I can appreciate that chip. I can appreciate it, though I talk about it, you know. But, you know, all you guys that want to bring those 50 titles up, man, yeah, right. Y'all discuss me, too.
Hey, at least we respect our past and we didn't move. And our name makes sense.
I mean, relocate. Look at the teams that have relocated. You know, have they had success? Have they haven't had success? We had success. So don't hate on us. But let's get
something traders.
Oh my God, man. We be last for our last shit, man.
I digress. It's the play call sheet. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, we'll save this talk for Wednesday.
Yes, sir. So, how we doing, everybody? The season's officially over. We're here, you know.
Officially over, definitely, man.
We got a college championship beatdown going on right now.
It's a beat. That's gonna be over by halftime.
I told y'all. I
think it's over now.
I told y'all in the chat the game gonna be over by the time we go live. Sure enough.
Damn.
Coach, they ain't representing Texas well at all.
Nah,
they not, man.
They getting beat like they stole something.
Say again.
They're getting beat like they stole something.
There's no way they turn this game around. I don't think there's any magic gonna go on tonight. If it does, TCU will be in the newsways for a lifetime. You know,
I'm not 17 already.
So I know this ain't no bowl game, but this game could end up being worse than that. I don't remember what year it was, but it was the year Tebow lost to Bama and they couldn't go to the Natty, and they played against UC. They went against UC and absolutely blew them up, and that was the worst game I've ever seen just because UC did not belong in that type of a game.
Stetson Bennett remind me of the boyfriend in Bad Boys. How old are you? You at least 30. You at least 30.
25. Playing against a bunch of amateurs. Playing against a bunch of amateurs. That's the name of the game, man. It's 24/7 Georgia. TCU came back before. Yeah, they came back before, but
I didn't get the SEC team.
This ain't no Michigan talking about. This is the SEC right here, man. Cream of the crop right here. Right. So, you know, it's time. You better put on your skates now if you want to come back. It ain't gonna be no merry-go-round. You down 20 in the fourth and you come back. I'll say it again. It ain't gonna be no miracle. You down 20 in the fourth and you coming back.
Man, their quarterback 25 and didn't go to BYU. Y'all ain't ready, man. That's some age right there.
Yeah, that's a grown man. That's a grown ass man.
He's a grown ass man 2 years ago.
Man, what you should have did, Jamie, was put him on the straight bet. You know, you wouldn't have felt as bad if you lost. Now you got him as part of a parlay, and now you're gonna be disappointed because
they're gonna wreck your whole thing.
They're gonna wreck your whole thing, man. So, you know, hopefully,
I told her if they start to mount a comeback, you need to cash out.
Hey, it's all right, man. Somebody got to root for TCU, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Renegades.
That was a pick. That was a dumb throw.
Yeah, if they start making a comeback, cash out because they ain't gonna win it, but they might make it look good.
Nah, not after that last throw.
Oh mine's a little
was
behind.
Up for Heisman?
Yeah, he's a baller. No, he's a baller, but it's SEC, man. You gotta understand something. SEC don't play that.
That's a hype machine, man.
A hype machine that keep producing
the
same results.
Brand. They got a couple teams coming in.
Same results.
Build the brand. They got a team to build the brand.
Yeah, they got some Texas teams.
That's why I'm so happy.
They got some Texas teams coming in, watering down my conference. While he's sipping.
We're gonna keep some of that talent at home instead of letting it escape over there.
Yeah, here we go.
Hold on.
Yes, sir.
This is a cry for the Gators.
My Gators suck. They'll be all right.
Yeah,
we good.
Yeah. We them Longhorns been coming there and wreck them Gators, man. You know.
I can't wait to see that.
You know it.
Bring your little Big 12 roster down here. See what happens to you.
Oh yeah.
And we're not going to forget about the Big Ten, all right? CJ Stroud's going to shock the world tomorrow and say he's coming back for his third year. Watch.
He needs to. He ain't ready for the NFL, bum.
Ain't UCLA and USC going to the Big Ten?
Yeah, I don't even
like
know.
you're up the next, I think.
I thought I heard that, and I don't understand because, like, geographically, it makes zero sense.
Oh, that's been out the window a while ago. The geographics of it all.
No,
you're wrong.
Yeah, we have West Virginia, the Big 12. It'd be all right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Since 2015, if Clemson's not taking the prize gold, it's all SEC, and it's going to continue tonight. And that's just the pure dominance that he has.
Why are you dissing Ohio State like that? They had one like they were what 2016 or something, or was that 2014? You might have got me.
Well, I'm sorry,
2014.
2014. You know what I'm saying? Ohio State won in 14, along with Florida State in 2013. But other than that, man, we're talking about concurrent. You know, Ohio State's trying to get back to that peak. You know, shout out to them. They played a hell of a game in the semi. Shout out to them. But SEC, man, they riding it out right now, man. At the end of the day, man, whoever plays them is welcome to the SEC invitation.
All that and above. So, I think the final score is going to be tonight.
A lot too little.
21.
Would you say 2?
50-21.
Ow!
that fits right into what I said.
I was going to go 49-17.
Yeah, both of those scores fit in my A lot to A little. We good.
Did I think TCU was going to win? Nah.
Did I gamble on them? Maybe.
Yes.
When you drop, which team are you supporting when you drop that tape to in terms of SEC? No. If anybody knows me, man, I'm actually homegrown when it comes to college football.
Yeah,
true. You know, shout out to the name Buster College Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the hood, though. You know what I'm saying? Why I rep PC. You know
we used to always be on the campus. That's why we used to always be.
I can't talk about my college football team. They don't give me reason to.
There's nothing to say. They produce like two NFL players a year, and that's all we get to hear from them.
Hey, wait, did y'all? Going around that campus, did y'all ever run into Kuechly at all?
Nah, we wasn't. So by the time Kuechly was on the campus, we was doing other things.
Yeah, he
would incriminate himself.
That's another cool fact. That's another cool fact about Cincinnati. Luke Kuechly, he went to high school just down the street at St. X, man. Like we have him, Sam Hubbard. There's a few others, man. It's really cool.
We was on that campus around when Bell was there playing ball, when Green was there running back, maybe a little bit with Matt Ryan.
Yeah, we did Matt Ryan.
Yeah, that's when we would have been around there. Yeah. After that,
when they blew it and they lost to Syracuse, we was there.
Yeah, we was there for that. Yeah.
That should have been the national championship year. We was there for 30, 40 years.
That was the only. Our entire lives. That's the only year we had. Like it was the only shot we had right there.
Man, I'm not Bronny Jr. Me and Bronny Jr. two different people, man. I'm staying in the NBA, man. Bronny can go to Korea. You know, hey.
Yeah, it's where you from, man. We born and raised.
Well, we all kind of, it sounds like it's a unanimous sweep for Georgia to win and win big tonight.
I mean, we have eyes, so it's like.
Yeah. You called it. You said it's going to be over before
we went live, man.
But hey, man, let's go ahead and move over to the news of the day. Got a couple of things on and popping. Obviously, what they call is it Black Monday, I think?
Yes, Black Monday. It started last Monday.
But
it's
before we do that,
2 weeks straight, 2 weeks sale.
Yeah, it's true. But before we do that, we got to remember this time last week while we was on air, something tragic happened.
What?
Yeah, that's true.
Got some good news, though.
Buddy up.
He's up, man. He's been transferred to a Buffalo hospital.
Yeah, kicking it.
Doctors are ecstatic about his recovery. So shout out to my man Hamlin, number 3. Good job, brother. Jamar Hamlin. He's on the road to recovery.
He's over there pounding some jello right now. That's what's up.
And shout out to the NFL for making sure that he get his full pay while he's out too.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. least they did it this time. We've seen stories recently about how they really act, and we're gonna cover that. We'll cover that soon. But for now, we'll just be like,
this was a win.
Good job this time, fellas.
Oh no, absolutely. Things change. You know what I'm saying? And we're in a new era, we're in a new world. Things change in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? People growing up playing the sport. You know, anything. You know, it wouldn't have probably been like this, but. Shout out, like you said, to him for gaining this and its traction around the world, and that they was able to give him some service. Because I was saying to a couple of my peers, like, I don't think he'll ever step on a football field again, and it's sad, And
I don't think so.
No.
Nah, but he'll be back.
Nah, they're at a risk. The NFL's at a risk where they can't be soon do that. And now, not only with him, but people probably not think about it because we're back into mode and playoffs and all that stuff now. But this can happen to anybody at any given moment. So I don't think that the NFL will risk him going back on the field to play. I don't think so.
Man, they're going to let Tua play again. He's going to play.
Tua needs to retire, boy.
That's what I'm saying. If they let Tua play, they're going to let him play.
Absolutely, but at the
here's why I think he's gonna play. Here's the reason why. Because it was a fluke, and there's nothing that says that now that it's happened, oh my God, he's at risk for it to happen again, and it'll be worse. There's nothing like that. There is with concussions, and all them motherfuckers play again. So I think he'll heal up. I think he's gonna play again. I think he'll be fine. I just think he got to get his strength back. They got to make sure nothing's wrong with his heart, actually, which there shouldn't be because it's a fluke situation.
I see. I can't put fluke in the same term, and that's respectfully because I was talking to people as well. This in sports, if we look at it, I mean, Coach, you may have some other stories for us, that we don't know about. But I hadn't seen anything like that in the sport, and we didn't even see what happened to Owen Hart. But we watched the pay-per-view in which Owen Hart passed away, the former WWF wrestler.
Yeah, so he didn't wrestle again. He died.
No. He understandably, but the way that they went about it afterwards and all that stuff, like we hadn't seen anything like that until last Monday night, and I just think it's a new world. I don't think he'll step on the field.
Hey, and also you got to see how NASCAR changed the cars too. When after Dale Earnhardt died, they put way more safety precautions within that car. The neck holder. I mean, they completely, these things change the game, and you need something sadly horrific like this to happen for change that to come through. Now, I personally, I'm kind of on the side of two. I don't think he plays ever again.
I mean, this injury is so rare. You're more likely to win the lottery than this injury. That's how rare it is. I don't think.
But the thing is this really an injury though? This is a medical thing. This is a health.
No, it wasn't.
It was a heart attack. It was a cardiac arrest. This was
caused by
a medical thing.
Caused by a 1 in a billion shot to the chest. That's all. Like it sucks, but
do you think a team would want to take that risk with him back on the field? And then you open yourself up to legal issues.
I don't think you're in line for legal issues if they clear him medically. I mean, it's gonna be scary. Look,
right?
There's a difference between like the closest case I can get to this is to what y'all point is Chris Bosh, but Chris Bosh had an actual medical long-term condition where going up in an airplane was literally dangerous for him, blood clot wise. This isn't that. He took a shot in the chest randomly in between beats. It's like 3/1000th of a second. And it's so rare to hit that one spot. I don't know. It would be weird if he didn't play again. I think, especially like the outcry, like we all wanted him to get healthy, and now he's coming back. If he works his way back to being able to get on the field, how they gonna tell him no?
Yeah, I say it's at least 50-50. I know this sounds like a cop-out percentage.
No, I hear that. I can see it going. Look. I'll be honest. Either way that it could go, I won't be surprised. But I just think he's gonna play.
Definitely, Bosh had
right.
heart alignment issue with Claude.
Right. That's something that could continue, even though he was cleared. It could continue, and going up in the airplane puts him at higher risk. There's nothing. None of that applies to.
I'm not going to. I mean, like I said, he's a human being, just like we all human beings. If he does ever step back on the field, I'm not going to be one of those advocates, screaming like, "Oh, hey."
I wish him the best, man. But I want him to be able to.
I'm just still shocked from all of it, and I'm just sitting here like, man, listen, man, stay behind off that field.
And also, just we got to shout out a lot of people through that entire ordeal, and I think the people that don't get shouted out enough were the athletic trainers that went on the field and was able to resuscitate him. And shout out to UC Medical that took care of him for over a week straight and getting him back to where he was, and the nurses and all them, ambulance drivers, all the first responders, all them people, they really outdid themselves. And 8 minutes on the field giving someone CPR, that's pretty insane. And it's shout out to the athletic trainer. His name's escaped me. I think it was Denny something, but I'm glad he was there.
That's a great story, man.
And anybody that played part, shout out to. I felt like in the world we live in, with everybody, always being on one side or the other, felt like it was kind of like a middle week last week where, it's sad that everybody says, tragedy, brings people together. But in the sense of this and all, a lot of people together. Now you still have your people that, are outside of the box. One that got crucinated last week is Skip Bayless. Rather, we think what he says was out of line, in line, or in the middle. He got crucified. But for the most part, everybody, in this situation is, kind of on the same mode. Shout out, and God bless him.
And the guy that Jake was talking about is Denny Killington.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Denny Killington. Shout out to him. Shout out to the University of Cincinnati Hospital as well.
Oh, yeah. Evidently. Oh, yeah.
Hamlin had the same situation that took Marlon's brother in the 6-Man movie, except Marlon's brother, I think, had a condition, didn't he?
No.
He just got hit.
No, this happened. It just happened. Like, but they was always telling him, like, yo, stop going crazy like that. Stop jumping high like that. All that extra stuff. They was telling him that. You know,
that makes me think. That makes me think it was a condition. It wasn't a condition for this man. He just got hit in the wrong spot.
But even in that case, man, it's a changer. It's a changer for not only his life, family, friend. It's a tough situation. But like I said, if he plays again, man, hey, shout out to him, man. It's gonna be a long road to recovery, and he knows that. And I mean, as he grew up as a football player, he'll still have that model to continue to push and fight hard for what you want.
Next up, kind of in the same lines, we got Tua to go Vailoa.
Tua Tagovailoa.
He's still in concussion protocol, and
he should be there. He should be there until the end of time, or at least till next year.
Because he's got to clear steps 4 and 5 to even have an opportunity to play. He's still in step 3 as of today.
I need him to hurry up.
No hurry. Stop that. No
hurry. But I need him to hurry up and figure out if he's playing or not, because I got a parlay I want to make. But I hope he decides not to.
Do y'all think he's going to play against Buffalo?
He's going to play. Yeah, he's going to play. And I'll tell you why, and why I thought of the other thing as a negative.
He's missed the last 2 games.
No matter what the situation is, and like one in this situation right now with the concussion and though head trauma and all that, 1, 2, 3. If we see Tua go out and everybody's gonna be crazy and what I say right now, but if Tua goes down in that game, then we speak on his career is over as an NFL player. Because
which is why you can't put him out there.
It's 1, 2, 3.
Right,
they gonna treat it like it's boxing here. You get knocked out 3 times in a full season for that you done.
He did already.
No, in the count of 2. They didn't count the third one. I counted 2.
Look, they're not counting in terms of like officially, but they know the man was out 3 times. He's not gonna play, man.
That
man's crazy.
That man
That'd be
is
crazy.
playing.
All right, well,
He is
I don't
playing
get how you
football.
got this man playing and then my man Hamlin never playing again.
Look at the situation of what happened.
Yes, one is a fluke injury. The other one is consistently happening.
No, I don't even want to. Hamlin's doing fine and he's out. I don't even want to backtrack to what happened to him in the hospital. But the man, he had to reset himself. Basically, we don't really even know how he is right now.
Tua on the verge of never waking up out of a coma again if he gets another head trauma like this, man.
Bro, I think
he's on the verge, bro.
It's a bad decision. It's a bad decision. If he does play,
he should not play.
He's gonna play. You seen that smile last week,
bro? There's people talking about he should never play again. You think he's gonna play again this year?
He's gonna play again this year. They took the risk bringing him back for the last set. They're gonna take a risk on him playing here because it's one shot kill. Miami, and it's crazy because this can create more drama as well if he does play. Because say if Miami does beat Buffalo, then and Tua stays up if he plays, they're gonna bring him in the next game. And that's all what it is right here. And this is what it's all about.
No, wait. I was just about to ask that. Now, if by some miracle out of that 3% chance that Miami has to win, if Miami does beat Buffalo with this backup quarterback or third-string quarterback, do you think that's enough for Miami to say, we can move on from Tua and find someone that's not a third-string quarterback, and maybe we got a team? Because they play good when Tua's there, but if they somehow beat Buffalo with the third string, do you think that they will move on from Tua? Because this is an ongoing issue all year, and it's, I don't know, none the fault of Tua, or maybe it is the fault of Tua because he doesn't know how to take a tackle and just fall gracefully. But
too little,
right?
Dope show for real.
So I don't really know what you do with it, but I want to know what you guys think. Do you think that if they could somehow beat Buffalo, that they say, look what we could do without them, which they made the playoffs without them? I get that, but that's not saying much because they were already almost kind of there. They lost. What was that, 8 straight games at the end of the season? Or no, that was a different team. They lost more than half their games at the end of the season because they won up at the front, and that's what got them to where they're at.
Look, they'd be crazy as a front office to not already be doing their due diligence, looking to move on.
Yeah, they're gonna look on. No, they're gonna look on. But I'm gonna say it right now. Sunday they're gonna get their last dollars worth of Tua Tagovailoa, and guess what? Tua's over there. Tua want to play. Tua's in motion. He gonna say he gonna want to play. He gonna get from stage 3 to stage 4. Within the next day and a half, and then they'll be talking about it all throughout. They'll be riding out the game time, and they'll little with a rope, and he'll be playing in that playoff game. What's it, Sunday?
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it's insane.
It is insane. But the way the way this book has kind of been written was, we knew it would end not this way, but in a way like this, where every single game he plays, his career's on the line. And it is Sunday. Rather, if he gets a backup position or if he never gets a starting position in the NFL again, this is kind of what his story was predicted as, when he came out of Alabama, when he officially came out the draft.
Tua finna be like this, Darryl.
Oh my God.
Say what?
They did start 8-3, Jamie. They did start 8-3, man. That was a tough win yesterday against the Jets to get in. I mean, Patriots losing and Pittsburgh almost got in. So pretty interesting day. Hamlin injury secured the bowl for Buffalo.
Running off emotion.
That's a great question.
No.
Great question. And I'm gonna, it could for sure get them in the Super Bowl for real. It could.
Chiefs.
But they still have to battle the teams in the AFC, and that's gonna be an up climb in itself.
Y'all just counting out Cincinnati over there?
No, that's what I'm saying. We can't count out Cincinnati either. Because Cincinnati.
That's why I'm just saying with the Bills, there's too much going on over there.
Cincinnati and Buffalo.
Your homie almost dying ain't gonna be enough.
That game's gonna happen, regardless of what we want or not. That game is gonna happen.
You know what's sad about Tua's injury? This is the wrong year to have them to have a quarterback, because they don't have a first round pick this year.
Nope. Oh,
because of the Sean Payton debacle.
Yeah. Wait, didn't they get one from somewhere else though? Oh, no, revoked. Yeah, the Sean Payton thing. They got it
Yep.
taken. I just saw that in the mock draft I was doing. I'm like,
Yep,
why?
yep.
What you referring to? What you talking about?
The Dolphins, they get their first round pick. Even if you do a mock draft, it says, let me see right here, it says forfeited.
Yep.
No. I feel anyway, even in that case, I'm already even when we knew the Tua situation before the season started, I'm like, okay, if Tua don't work, they're gonna go fetch for a guy on another team. Or that's gonna leave or want to get traded. You know, they already was talking about Brady at some point, you know, before that. So I think, you know, that's where they're gonna go. So it is not really
that could happen.
It's really disappointing me that they don't have that first round pick and they can't go for a QB. You know what I'm saying? In that case, they're gonna go escape somebody with this already fitted offense. They gotta improve that defense. Defense should have been good this year. I don't know what the hell's wrong with them. And there you go.
God damn. Sorry.
31-7.
Boy, Georgia's beating TCU. Damn.
Like a redheaded stepchild. It's crazy out
Man.
It's funny that you said that because Max Duggan's redhead.
Yeah, well, he getting beat like one.
He getting beat like a stepchild.
God damn.
Followed in the footsteps of the Red Rifle.
Yeah.
Damn. That was a shot.
Texas Christian. That's what we gonna call him. We gonna call him Texas Christian tonight. Texas Christian University. That's what we gonna call him now.
So
you can call them what you want. They got the ass whipped.
Yeah, I call by their real name tonight.
So we still got some stuff. Like this is a great show so far. Y'all keep this fire going. Next up, we got so today is Black Monday.
Black Monday. Get your sales going. Get your sales on. Your last
right now, obviously, Kingsbury is gone in Arizona.
Come to New England.
Panthers is open. Broncos is open. Texans is open. And Sean McVay is undecided. Front runner.
He's a runner. He's a track star.
So first off, you know, obviously Arizona, is that a favorable job? And I saw something kind of disturbing today. I know we ragged on this dude before, but the front office already saying that Kyler Murray is going to have heavy input on the next coach.
Why?
That's what I said.
Because
he ain't even a franchise quarterback.
Says who? They paid him like 1 year tripping.
No, yeah, they paid him like one. That was
so. That's it. That's that. Once you pay him like one, he is one. That's how that goes.
No, that is no. Okay.
Yeah,
that's what they think. No, that is what they think.
That's all we're talking about. Is what they think.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Then I guess you got me burned on that.
He's not. See, we gotta say franchise.
We all know what he is.
We all know he's a franchise quarterback. We see the things that he can do on the football field. Now, did that produce this year for the football team? No, but we
did it produce ever? No.
He got Cliff fired. And now, of course, he's the guy that gets to decide who the next coach is.
He balled out in high school. He flopped at A&M. He had a hell of a roster at Oklahoma.
Oh my God, the team was
and he ain't done nothing yet in the NFL.
Unless it's the first, and he's throwing to DeAndre Hopkins. How can you not look good when you have that receiver?
Yeah, he got plenty to throw to. He had plenty to do. Cliff over the cliff. Yeah. Now I will say this. Look, I don't think that he's great. I think he's better than what he
just got somebody this year.
I think he's better than what he's showing though, because I think Cliff Kingsbury has a flaw in his system where it's a good system, but once you figure it out, there's no plan B for it.
Steve Kellum is stepping down as a GM, so the organization disarray. I actually heard that Kim is gonna go into another position within the organization. This a lower position, so I don't know what that means.
He the guy that got in trouble in Mexico.
Who?
The GM.
Yep.
Probably.
Since Cliff Kingsbury's in this conversation, I got to ask Will a question as a fellow Patriots fan.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talks, and there's been a lot of talks the last month about Bill wanting to bring in Bill O'Brien into that OC role and relieve Matt Patricia of that duty.
Yeah.
In my opinion, Bill O'Brien was only there for a year in 2011, and all he did was bitch and argue with Tom Brady. I think getting something fresh and not something old in the system would be good. Getting a guy like Cliff to run the offense and not in a huge leadership role, like being the head coach, I think he can thrive in a New England system. Who would you rather have, Cliff or O'Brien?
Well, here's the thing.
O'Brien.
You said fresh, but it's only fresh to the franchise. The league has plenty of film on Cliff Kingsbury, and they have film on him with a quarterback that is exactly the kind of guy that his system is built around. Mac is not all set on Kingsbury. I thought about it for a little bit. I kind of wanted it because I think he can be creative. I think he does have some innovative ways of playing. But the way he wants to play, Mac can't do that.
Right, exactly. And the way Cliff has coached in hot weather, the way he's coaching in hot weather, you trust him in cold weather with the Patriots?
Cliff?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Nah, man. But just
I don't think the weather doesn't really matter to the coach.
It matters to him, man. He likes to be in the nice other side of the United States, man, with nice ladies. That's what he likes to do. You don't want to be in the cold in New England, you know.
Have you seen his face now? Though it looks like a leather shoe. He definitely don't need to be around no ladies right now. he need to win, and that also may not be the place to go to win.
Ron will be going to DC by Thursday. Hey, I've been calling for the last 2.5 years. Ron Rivera should have been lost his job, so I do hope.
Quarterback.
What you mean?
Yeah, he should have been dog. And I'm sorry to say, man, but he
competed in a tough division with Carson Wentz.
He had a medical condition. He got to keep the job security on the top of the medical condition. I'm sorry, I gotta say it, but that's the truth. And I feel like his time as a coach is over. Welcome. It's done. It's over. Not the quarterback, though. Head coach, no. DC, whatever he wants to be, not a head coach. Not a head coach. Please. Not a head coach.
You're just bitter he beat you with a third string quarterback.
Yeah, he did.
Dude, it's the last game of the season. You kidding me?
They were fighting for a number 1 seed, dude. What do you mean?
They ripped out
Hey, I'm gonna steal this from Stephen A. A third string quarterback, Sam Howell.
Jake, let's see how much limited talk you have figuring that you're fishing and you're on vacation right now. You know what I'm saying? So, hey,
don't worry. After next week, so will the boys.
Yeah.
How much you got on it?
Right in the boat.
Right in the boat. You guys
how much you got on it?
With the.
This is backstage, fellas.
What you said you were going to do to a third string quarterback, you guys are planning to go to Tampa Bay and do it to the go? Get out of here.
How much you got on it?
Here we go.
Hey.
Just saying.
Next up,
moving forward,
the Carolina opening. So they're about to interview Frank Wright and Jim Caldwell. Who do you think's the better fit there?
Where?
Carolina.
I don't even know why I asked where. Anywhere, I'm gonna say Frank Reich. I rock with Reich, so like,
I'm gonna go.
He's
opposite.
all right.
I'm gonna go opposite. Say Jim.
Why would you want that job though? It's the same thing he had in Indy. No quarterback.
Cowboys going to the Madden Bowl. We'll see y'all at the Madden Bowl.
Yeah, it's no quarterback. It's no quarterback, but it is the 9th pick where you could probably get one.
And I told you earlier about who's riding with that spot right now of that recent mock draft I saw, Will.
What's that?
The 9th spot?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Panthers taking Richardson. That's what I saw in the most recent mock I saw.
That is super high for Richardson.
But in a very picky, I'd say, quarterback draft where these quarterbacks coming out really ain't all that great. They're good, but they ain't that great. They can't be too picky. And if they want to start something, Richardson might be a decent project to start with a new head coach. You get 2 fresh people in there. You never know.
Yeah,
they gel and get chemistry off the first year.
I'm a firm believer of the number one thing you don't do is reach for a quarterback because there isn't a great one that you definitely know.
Set you back 10 years.
That set you, especially in the first round. And so now, I mean, I wouldn't do it.
The one I'm looking at has Bryce Young going to
Carolina. Damn, he made it all the way down to 9.
They said that might Indy moves to the first round pick and takes Bryce Young as the one floating around right now.
Indy's entire team is built better for Will Levis. That's what I think they're gonna get. They're gonna get Will Levis out of Kentucky or Richardson, but I think Will Levis is where they go if he's still there.
You don't give Sam Darnold another year?
No.
In Carolina.
Y'all hold that thought in the draft. We're gonna circle back around to that.
Yeah, okay. We'll come back to the draft.
Denver Broncos. They've got
Uh-oh.
permission to talk to Sean Payton.
I can't believe this is growing legs.
Yeah, the backups. It is. It's growing a lot of legs.
It's not growing legs though, because it's one-sided. This is the Broncos got permission, not they've agreed in talks to talk to.
But
to pay.
What
Payton
was
can
the
tell them to
biggest
bounce.
thing that Denver had this year? That obviously Russ had a historically bad season, but they were just disorganized this year. They had the number one defense at one point in time. They didn't have a running back, but they had some serviceable receivers and tight end. Yeah. You can work with that.
I personally think I already know who's getting Denver's job, and I swear I don't know why. But I just got the feeling it's going to. Yes.
Yep. He was. He was a finalist last year.
Huh.
I think
he's going to be Dan Quinn as well.
That's going to be a huge hit to the Cowboys, though, in my opinion. If the guy that needs to go out of Dallas, it's Kellen Moore, not Dan Quinn.
Man.
I mean, I'm be real with you. I'll be real. If that's the case, if both are because we're gonna scream Kellen Moore, and Kellen Moore, this might be the year that Kellen Moore's gone, and then Dan Quinn's gone, and then you already got the question marks all the time with McCarthy. Oh man, if Dan Quinn goes to Denver, then I mean Sean and the crew can come to Dallas, man. Come ride, man.
It's not happening, bro. Why would Sean
That'd be
go?
Scary, actually.
Why would Sean? No, wouldn't it? That just do like what 15 interceptions? Nobody hit him.
Why would he come? Dog, he chill with Jerry.
12 games.
They be on the yacht. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. They be on the yacht. You know what I'm saying? He heard the stories. He'll be chilling on the yacht one more time. You know? Hey,
he still got to coach.
Stop getting coaches' hopes up.
Who, me?
Oh no, coach know better. Coach know better. Coach know that ain't happening.
Jerry ain't giving him no first round pick.
Right. Exactly.
I don't care who it is. I don't see Jerry doing that.
No.
The only way he give up a first round pick, they picking like pick 30.
Yeah. Or if he bring him back.
Next up,
like Jimmy Johnson or something.
We got the Houston Texans. They've moved on from Lovie Smith, what I think is a bunch of crap. But they're moving on from Lovie Smith. But if he knew he was getting released, shout out to Lovie for sticking it to him.
Yeah, he did the work. He did the work. And shout out to not just for him doing the work, but shout out to his team knowing that we still love Lovely enough to go out and do it. Like they went out and put the work in. Like
they had a bad record, but man, they played hard this year.
That was an interesting team to watch because it was like y'all can't buy a win, but y'all are trying in every game.
They were this is going to sound pretty damn dumb because the teams are way too far apart. But if you remember, this was kind of like how the Vikings were last year. They couldn't win a game. They couldn't buy a game to win to save their lives. And this year, they're on the opposite side of the spectrum. They were winning these close games. This year, the Vikings were. But the Texans, they played – me and Coach were on it all year saying that the Texans ain't who you think they are. Sometimes they had a really bad game, but then the other times, the teams are really having to try and grit their teeth to get these wins out.
Hey, they took a healthy Philly team to the brink.
They take their bumps and their bruises, you know what I'm saying, like every organization does, like it's supposed to. I mean, we don't know when they'll be back to, the Texans that secondly make the playoffs every year, just about every year, in 2010.
They get what they deserve. They let
in this case, the whole situation, Sean Watson and all that stuff, even though that's double-sided, this is their due diligence. They made this bet. They got to lay in it for a bit. And let's see if the organization, GM, they got some picks. Got hella picks. See what they can do. They got a lot of gifts in the bag. You know what I'm saying? They going to go Boston Celtics on them?
So, Coach, do you think that the Houston job is a little bit more enticing than the Carolina Panthers job?
Nah, I take Carolina. Houston's had 4 coaches in 4 years. The last 2 been one and done. You don't have a franchise quarterback. Got to, as a running back that's first, but a decent defense. The only person I think that can be a good fit there, and I believe he used to play there, is DeMarco Irons.
Who?
Didn't he play linebacker there?
No, I didn't hear the name.
DeMarco?
Oh, D'Amico Ryans?
There you go.
Oh yeah, D'Amico Ryan. I didn't hear the first name.
Yeah, he's a heavy defensive coach though, but
Carolina should keep Whoops.
Get him and then hire Brian Flores as the D coordinator.
Flores might be headed to Cleveland.
That's triple defense.
And I think they liked it because they let their DC go today.
Will that man ever get a head coaching job again?
Who's that?
Brian Flores.
Nah.
Damn.
Once he started telling on people, man, that
didn't help.
him.
Yeah. I forgot about that part for a second.
Yeah, he snitched on the way out the door.
He said, "You
cool.
Shoot,
I'm out."
Shoot, Will, we're on our way of losing Gerard Mayo off the Patriots coaching staff.
I should have been lost him. He's being a Patriot
loyalist.
right now.
Yeah, loyalist.
He's being a loyalist right now. I should have lost him. He's just giving.
He came out and said earlier in the year that if the Patriots didn't allow him to go out and take interviews, that he was going to leave.
Yeah. I mean, after a moment in time, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like you said, now, respectively, you could lose him now, but he could have had a position anywhere else. His brightness and what he does, he could have been had another job, but he's being a loyalist and he stuck around too long, He deserves to go somewhere.
I think the Detroit Lions are about a defensive coordinator and a defensive tackle away from being a playoff team. I mean, their defense was butt cheeks.
Yeah, they were.
If they get a correct defensive coordinator in there, Detroit could end up being a real scary threat.
Yeah, they were a game away this year. So
just imagine what would happen if they got a couple more defensive personnel type guys and the D coordinator. That team is going to be tough.
Yeah, we're gonna see, man, because. As much as I want to, I shout out to them for having an excellent season. Got to see the bounce back. Saying it feels good to, get some good wins in your system. Be over 500.
Smell the roses.
But you can't let them, dry up and then die. So let's see. I'm interested to see what they do next year.
And the last one we talked about, Sean McVay is undecided in LA. Y'all think he stays or leaves?
Hearing that he's leaving. Hearing that the speculation is he may take time off. There's a lot of things going on in his life. I'm hearing, a lot of things from family death to being married to all this different type of stuff, man. But to me, listen, man, McVay, you better not leave nowhere. You better sit behind in the seat, take this burn that's going on right now. You was drunk. Got to get off the hangover and get right back to the page, man. I noted before the season started, that this Rams team was getting older. One thing they didn't look like this year was older. That defense.
They sold for that Super Bowl, man.
They sold. Defense non-existent. That offense, when it was, hey, the offense is on you now. Matthew Stafford, you're the one. You got a championship, and like you said, sold your soul. Cooper Kupp, man. Hopefully he's
bad luck.
It's not so much so as all of their draft capital. So yeah, I would leave if I was him.
And they don't have no one to trade. They don't got no one to trade. Get any of them picks back.
Yeah,
I mean they do, but like
salary wise.
I mean, look, they could take some hits. They could take some cap hits and trade Jalen. They could trade.
What they gonna give for Jalen? Jalen like he washed up now.
You're gonna get a fifth
Somebody
round
to take
pick,
him, man. People still paying top dollar for corners like that. It's crazy.
Go back to Jacksonville.
Probably. Nah, they won't pay him now. They're on the up, so they don't really need all that nonsense.
I don't think McVay leaves. I don't think he steps down. I mean, this guy revolutionized the league. He completely changed the coaching culture for other teams to go out and get young coaches just to see where it is. And I think he was just hungover from the Super Bowl. This was a hungover season. Everyone got injured. The off season is going to be his break, and he's going to come back. And I think the Rams aren't going to be the Rams they were from a year ago, but I think they're going to come back and maybe have a 10-7 season, maybe a little bit better, maybe a little worse. But
I don't see how that. I don't even see how that's possible. I'm not trying to attack you.
Depends on Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan. You mean Matt
Stafford. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, here's my thing. Cup's going to be hurt for the beginning of the season. They don't have the means to go out and really restock this team. What you saw this year, that is their roster.
Yeah,
that's what it's going to be.
As of right now, they're $3.1 million over the cap going into next year.
I've never been watching my Lakers, and you're a football fan. You should be watching the Rams because this is how my Lakers are
the Rams are the Lakers.
Right. Rams are the Lakers. The Rams are the Lakers.
So unless you think the Lakers can bounce back soon,
you just have to fight with your team. You're going to have to compete with the team you have.
Other than LeBron getting a cramp, and Anthony Davis doing his normal, this is an injury thing at the end of the day. Still, that's my thing, is that they have a lot of key guys getting hurt. The Rams might be better than that, but I think what Will said too about the aging thing, that's another big key factor in this team too. But this is a team that just won a Super Bowl a year ago. I don't see how age can really decline you that bad. I think they got hit with an injury bug this year.
You had your main guy, defensive lineman, talking about he wanted to retire. He didn't want to play.
Yeah, he didn't even want to play. Yeah, age hits you because whatever age you were, you could add like 2 years on theoretically when you win a bowl, because like you got there. The hunger's gone. Like you did it.
They need an RB for real quick.
And they're not set up to be a dynasty. And they're getting hurt in spots, but like they just don't have the depth moving forward. This team's in the can, bro. They'll never be back to a winning team until they reset everything. They got to reset.
It's going to take about 3 to 4 more years.
Yeah, they got to reset, and I don't think McVay wants to be there for that.
And you got
I get that, and I'm with you, but just like I said, think for a minute though. They already didn't have a running back, meaning by like their running game, they don't really run the ball. They're not a big running team, but their starting back, who they thought was going to be their big guy, Cam Akers, was injured.
Doesn't even want to be there, by the way.
Henderson was injured most of the season too. I don't even know who their third string back is. Their main receiver, the back half of the season, was Tutu Atwell from Louisville. Cup went down. They also had Van Jefferson, who was probably maybe their number one next to Tutu Atwell. Their offensive line, I believe, had like 2 or 3 injuries to it. The offense played injured the whole time, and the only reason they were staying in games is a lackluster defense because Jalen Ramsey is toast. But, I mean, this team was mainly injured. That's the only thing I'm sticking up for. I mean, I'm not saying that
But everything you just said, I agree. It is injury, but everything you just said is why it's not going to get any better. Why, like, they don't have the depth to stay healthy. That's the problem. They're throwing 20 passes a game to Cup. He's gonna get hurt eventually. Like Akers doesn't even want to be there. Like they got rid of another back. Like I just don't see how this team could both.
Fast. Absolutely.
I don't see how they could both get healthy and replenish the spots that they're falling off at all in the off-season time.
People don't realize this either, man. Like they
with
got
no capital.
They sold their soul. So their lights in their stadium and the branding that's gonna come over there is gonna come there because of what they did. Now that doesn't result for how they're gonna play. They're probably gonna stink for a little bit. But at the end of the day, when you do things like the Rams did because you want to sustain a Super Bowl, everybody wants to win a Super Bowl. You go through risks and you gotta play with this team possibly for the next few years and fight over it. Not saying they can't be competitive. They can be competitive, but it's gonna be tough in the NFC West, where San Fran is going to continue.
Yeah, that's the other team. They got 2 teams in their division better than them.
With capital.
Yeah.
And Seattle has capital.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And, hey, whatever Arizona does is Arizona, but they wasn't too far in front of Arizona this year. So let's see what's going to happen. So, in all, the Rams look like the worst team in the NFC West last year. and that's very sad to say. Figuring, like you said, they won a championship last year. Injuries bit them, but I called this from day one of the preseason that they was going to be drunk over, they was going to be old on all sides of the ball, and it wasn't going to be the same.
Also, Matt Stafford is good, but he's not. Let's turn this bad franchise back around good. That's why he never turned the Lions around. He just put up stats.
Allen Robinson, they definitely had Allen Robinson. He got hurt. They wasn't using him. To begin with, they used
He played okay. He played okay for like 2 weeks, and that was it.
When Donald retired, they should trade Ramsey for some capital before he gets too old. Absolutely.
So here's the thing with Ramsey, though. I'm looking at his contract.
How much is it?
First off, going into next year, he's going to be 29. And if they trade him, or release him to $32 million cap hit.
Oh hell, that's terrible. Yeah, they're done. They're done. It's over. Rams are done.
They can't move him until 2024 when it's $11 million cap.
Yeah, they can't move him next year, and then he'll be 30. And unless he shows something this last year, which this next year with a bad roster around him,
talking about he may retire.
You can't trade that. You can't trade Donald because he wants out. He wants to lay out like forever.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna get nothing but like a 6th, 7th rounder for him if you do, and it better be to a contending team, or he's not gonna do it. He's gonna just retire.
Well, ask Seattle for some picks.
Floyd is he's a $19 million cap hit of dead money. Leonard Floyd.
I forgot they signed him.
Yeah. Everyone else did too. Nobody wants him.
Who is overrated. Next year, if they release him, everybody talking about that might keep what's my man that who just got there?
Oh yeah, my man Baker.
Baker not gonna stay if he ain't started, and they gotta keep Stafford, because if not, he's a $49.5 million cap hit of dead money.
Good.
They got some bad contracts.
I told you they dug a big old hole, jumped in that motherfucker, and started covering themselves with dirt. Like it just.
I guess the NFL.
If he decides to leave, it's going to be a young head coach who just wants the opportunity.
It's funny. If he decides to leave, it's going to be a young head coach. My man, probably not, because he's 36. So
I know, right?
Compared to him, he's probably going to be older. But yeah, no, you're right. It's going to be a younger dude. Yeah, I mean, they gotta scrap. They gotta scrap everything and start over. That's where they are. They got the ring. That's what they got to be happy about. They went to the new stadium. They got the ring. Reset time.
Yeah.
Because it ain't happening. And I don't think he's going to want to stick around for a reset. So,
all right. Last story before we get into second segment. Man, y'all doing y'all thing tonight, brothers.
Ooh, we ain't even out there. Out the news, and we hour in.
Hey, man, it's the end of this. Hey, it's just a playoff edition, right?
Yeah, playoffs. Plenty to talk about.
So how can we not talk about news if we don't talk about AR-12?
AR, milk cartons on the road.
So, is he? First of all, is he done? I think he is.
I just hate how showy he is. My man found Cobb, walked off, hugging,
pushed away the cameraman.
Queen. Let me find a cameraman.
I can't have it.
Get my left side. This is my best proximity. This is my best profile side. Get this side. Yeah, you know what I mean, let me hug him, kiss his forehead. Like, we should hold hands. Each other. Let's hold hands, man. Let's hold hands. Let's give him something to see. You know, like, get this bitch out of here. Sorry, excuse my French,
man. Hey, yo, man.
Pardon my French, man. I'm done, man. Get this guy.
Coach, I think we found a new short for TikTok.
Yeah, we did.
But nah, the epic one, man. If you go onto our page, man, Quick might have had the real of the night, man. Rob Nelson, Pumpy Nelson, Cletus Nelson, Pumpy Nelson. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, this is the reason why. The reason why Green Bay lost like this last night was because of Bumpy. I told him not to do that live the week before this game. Told him to be quiet. But nah, I'm real.
Stay quiet like you've been doing all year.
Hey, you know what? I wasn't even on there trying to talk nothing, and I got sucked into it because I was like, bet on the Lions. He was like, nah, I'm good. I'm like, hey, I'm just saying this is a good money line pick for anyone to take in the thing. I ain't got no dog in this fight.
He's either going to retire or he's leaving the Packers. You do not trade your jersey. You do not trade your jersey to a young guy and say you got to keep that one if you ain't leaving in some sort.
That's true. He did say that.
Last game, he knew it was last game as a Packer.
And Wade's looking up in the stands like, this is my last time leaving the field. I think he's gone.
No, he's gone. He's gonna go to the 49ers and kill us all.
Aaron, man, ain't of Aaron of the old, man. And that's what we seen last night, man. The magical Lambeau Field couldn't help him out last night with what happened, you know. But shout out to the Green Bay Packers for chomping in and, you know, making it a season for themselves, you know. and him doubling down and becoming somewhat of a better leader as the season ended. I can give Aaron that aspect, going out there and, not blathering after a point about your team. You kind of went out that way. If you went
for once.
No.
You know what? You know what this man. Go ahead.
No. This is what you're not getting though. He didn't sit there. He sat there like a disgruntled person the first 6-7 weeks of the season. Absolutely. 8 weeks. Absolutely. But the way that they got into position to play last night, and we know Detroit has been the better team all year, is outstanding. And if you go out like that, hey, you win out like that.
They win in the division next year.
There's not a lot of quarterbacks that's won Super Bowls. Not a lot of quarterbacks that's ever going to touch 3-4 MVPs. Not a quarterback that, when you're on the field, be as bad as him to opposing defenses, no matter how good the defenses are. If this is his last game, I'm giving him his flowers, regardless of how he played last night.
I think he's done.
Career structure over just these last few years. Hey, athletes get like this. We've seen millions of athletes get like this. So I'm not going to put Aaron down in the tube and throw him in the toilet and all this and that. But, hey, he's earned that right to speak how he wants. He's earned his right to do what he wants for his state. And if Green Bay don't want him no more, it is what it is. But that's how I feel about Aaron and his performance last night overall. But I blame this on Bumpy for the reason why they lost last night. Told him not to say nothing.
Bad karma.
You know what these last 2 years of Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay reminded me of?
What's that?
He's like that boss that you've had the last 2 years that was nothing but a dick and a straight up asshole. And then when he knows he's getting fired or he knows he's leaving to go to a different department, he starts acting all nice to make up for all the shit he did in the past. Nah, I call bullshit. He can go bye-bye.
Yeah. What's up, Top Gun for Life? We see you, baby.
When him and Carl walked up together, gave me vibes of how Drew Brees left the field looking back.
Yeah, except Drew Brees went out with everybody loving and respecting him.
He's going to have to retire. You know why he's going to have to retire? They can't trade him. He just signed a contract extension.
They can't work something out.
They're going to. Well, is he going to be willing to work it out? Because right now,
if he wants to leave, he'll have to be.
He's a $99 million dead cap hit.
That's the whole cap. So y'all ain't signing no one.
Not unless they do like what they call it, like a June 1st cut or something like that. They can spread it out over 2 years.
Oh yeah.
Because after he leaves, they're gonna be traded.
Or they can pay him to the end of time, like Bobby Bonilla.
Oh, he said what Pittsburgh did to CPR. Did you see it?
They did a CPR celebration on Sunday, and the whole NFL community is getting crazy over it off of what just happened last week. And you know what? I'm from Cincinnati. I'm a Pittsburgh hater. It was as coach has educated me up to what exactly a poorly timed thing is and means. And I get it. I already knew what it was, but he fully got me to really understand about like how I was all up in arms about the Bart Scott thing. It was poorly timed. There was a different meaning behind it, and everyone. And in the heat of the moment, and you're not thinking, you're on the field.
You gotta read the room, though.
That celebration's been around for many of years.
Yeah.
It was poorly timed. And I don't even know who the player that did it was. All I know is that I do believe that I was like, yeah, poorly timed. That was some crap. You really should have been more aware of what was going on, especially after it happened last week. But it's a celebration that's been around for probably 20 plus years. And you just weren't thinking, and you're in the moment. And you got the adrenaline going. But it was bad.
Hey man, that's why they didn't make the playoffs yesterday. They let the Miami Dolphins with a Thursday QB win because of that incident right there. The NFL always gets you back for things that you're not supposed to do at a given time.
I ain't giving Lamar shit.
Hey, you're gonna be giving Lamar his flowers Sunday when the Ravens upset the Bengals. That's what you're gonna be doing because Lamar playing. Unlike Tua, Lamar playing.
How's he going to win when he's throwing 4 interceptions? Anyway, on to the next subject.
To me, that's gonna be a great game.
Not interception. He just got nobody to throw to.
It's gonna be a great game.
He couldn't throw even if he had someone.
They're gonna run the ball 40 times. That whole season was 34 touchdowns.
Bengals are upset alert this weekend. Bengals are upset alert.
Lamar going to Washington.
Okay. Huh?
Lamar's going to go to Washington.
I don't why.
Yeah, why wouldn't he? That team's stacked.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait. I didn't even get to say that one thing. Aaron Rodgers to the Raiders if he doesn't walk away.
Why?
Now
That's
you-
why would you do that.
Yeah, get reunited with Devontae.
The Adams, yeah.
Thank
You mean
you.
you mean the guy who bounced on him and left him there cold? Like,
Brandon.
Carr's probably going to end up.
There ain't no
It's gonna
loyalty
be
in the
Carr or
NFL. You
Jimmy
already
G's
know
going to end
this.
up at the Jets.
yeah.
I don't want that. That'll make me hate him, and I don't want to hate Jimmy G. Jimmy Hanson's my guy.
Aaron Rodgers
Porn star Jimmy can go wherever he want. I don't care.
Well,
It's worse than Raven. He just really hates Lamar, and it's annoying.
that was
Lamar
a
is gonna
long
play
as hell
Sunday
news of
quick.
the day.
He's gonna make your Sunday even better quick, even though you think the Ravens are not good this year. They are gonna upset the Bengals because Lamar, who hasn't played, I'm trusting the man.
You can
Lamar,
yell all you want. Not gonna make it happen.
Michael
My man Took trying to scream it into existence.
It's like
Lamar's gonna be Mike Vick 3.0 on the Bengals on Sunday. That's what I feel.
Mike Vick 3.0, as in he's not gonna advance in the playoffs. Like,
no, he's gonna advance in the playoffs. Mike Vick made the conference championship.
I know, that's my guy.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, upset alert, Bengals. I'm calling it right now. Somebody's got to be upset.
P Dollar, I see you. Aaron needs to pay NASCAR ticket.
You were lucky.
Danica Patrick, yeah, right.
Lamar jersey this week. Somebody give me the Lamar jersey to win. You know what I'm saying? No, the Bengals are losing.
It's in the trash can. Your Lamar jersey's in the trash can.
Y'all ready for a first break for the night?
Oh,
An hour and 8 minutes in. We're going to do this. We'll be right back about 15 minutes.
What's up, world? Kyrie Robinson, man. New Orleans Saints veteran. Hey, man, make sure you guys go check out my guy, man, STWF, the media, man. Check them guys out. Y'all want to get sports talks with players, with fans, anything like that, man, go check them guys out, man. That's the place to be if you want to talk sports. Who that nation?
Back at it like we're mad at it. Man, that's good first segment, fella. That's a record, I think, for us.
Might be for the first segment, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, that first news segment was like an entire other podcast.
It was. It was very animated, though. So we're going to take a look.
I spent half of it doing a mock draft.
Complete the sentence.
Right. So we're going to take an early look at the draft favorites. First off, we got 2 Cowboy fans and 2 Patriot fans on here.
Yeah.
So Patriots, who do y'all think y'all will be taking with your first overall pick?
All right. So this is who I want, not who I think. I'll do who I want first, and then who I think is gonna who I want, who should possibly still be around, is wide receiver out of USC, Jordan Addison. We need some speed out there. We need a guy about like his size and speed, and I think that would be a nice little pickup for us. However, this is Bill we're talking about, so it'll probably be some guy from like, I don't know, North Dakota State that no one's ever heard of, and he'll probably pick him. I don't know, but he'll probably, I don't know who Bill. I can't track what he does. He's insane. Not some of his draft picks are good. A lot of times they leave you scratching your head. And last year's pick, they laughed at Cole Strange. Cole Strange ended up having a great season. Yeah, McVay laughed. They actually got film of that. McVay, he was on camera doing an interview when the Patriots picked, and we picked Cole Strange, and McVay was like, Cole Strange, okay. And then we went out and had a better season than the Rams. So
Man,
that's
so we
fun.
got Justin Herbert and the Chargers and Trevor Lawrence and the Jags. We're gonna get into that in a bit, man, after we go on this mock draft, because we're actually gonna go on the rankings and things of that nature.
Oh yeah, but stay tuned, Chris. We'll get there.
Definitely, we got you. Me,
love the Matthew Flannels too, by the way. It was a fire.
Cowboys. I mean, man, I feel like, we just need to keep the team winning and get our back end better. You know what I'm saying? seem like we get together. So I would take with the projected 26 pick and mock draft I'm looking at, Joey Porter Jr. This sounds sweet because he's the son of ex-linebacker Joey Porter, and I just like that kind of father-son vibe in the NFL. Feels like as if the kids are good to a point. And I wouldn't mind having a junior, of someone that was great, being on the team, great DNA, hopefully. I would take it with my second pick. I would go, I like D-Law. I like D-Law a lot. I think another DT wouldn't be mad at that. D and DT, man, is Aka from Baylor. Guy that's the physical built, man, 6'4", 358, and he draws eyes. Did a lot this season for the Bears. So, me personally, just keep digging on the defensive side. If you can find a receiver between 4 and 5, take one. Depending on how you feel for it, you can go second round or you can go get a receiver. But I think you stack on the ends, man, where it matters. And then you can deal with all that position is later, man. Running backs, wide receivers, things like that. We're not that bad at those positions.
If I was the Cowboys, I'd be sneaky with it. And I'd shock the world. I would take this, and this has Jerry written all over it. I would go to Texas and take Bijan Robinson.
He's not gonna be there.
You don't think so?
I don't think he's gonna be there. That's who I would take, but he ain't gonna be there.
Yeah, he might not be. He might be though, because it's running back, and that's real early for running backs to go. First round running backs, there's not a lot of those anymore.
But he's a 3-down back.
He is a 3-down back. He's basically Saquon Barkley.
If he gets him, man, then Zeke going to Buffalo.
Absolutely. The reason why I'm saying it, because Zeke getting older, bring in another guy to match with Pollard and keep that dynamic going.
I'm looking at this mock draft. You know who they got taking him? And it ain't gonna happen. The Falcons. Why would they take him?
Why wouldn't they?
They already got their back there.
He's getting old though. Patrick Patterson?
No,
Cordero.
Cordero Patterson, yeah.
Algier.
Algier's been balling.
He just had a hell of a season.
But do you think he's a franchise back?
I think he's a back that can test for a couple years.
Because Bijan Robinson is.
Hey, Anthony Price, I think Paris Johnson goes in the top 10, honestly.
It's a solid chance, yeah. But I mean, 16 isn't too far, though. He could fall that far.
No,
I wouldn't be shocked.
He could very well, but a team really in need of an offensive line.
Good sound effect.
Lineman. I think there's only like one offensive lineman graded above him.
45-7 Georgia. Thank you, our insurance guy,
Who?
letting us know what's going on. Shout out to you, Jay.
I'm 49 picks out of the way.
45-7 Georgia.
Is it at least third quarter yet?
Yes, it's third quarter finally.
You know what they need to do right now?
Throw in the towel.
Game. Throw in the damn towel.
You know what this has turned into?
What's that?
This has turned into.
I know
it's
into
like
play call sheet. I know it's the play call sheet, but I know you got the horn somewhere around you. Saying your stream, man. No, not even that. The way they get hit on this game is some absolute. You already know what I'm about to say.
Yeah. We need to have that ready for any BS. We don't have to do a BS show.
Yes.
We just need it for all BS. Like that could be just the pull.
Man, they don't roll all the way out there to get their ass kicked like that.
Honestly, this has turned into an early draft combine for Georgia. Is all it's turned into.
It's their pro day.
Right.
Yes, second and third string is balling tonight.
Hey, I think today I've seen a future first round pick in this Bear Johnson for Georgia. God, he has been all over Max Duggan tonight.
Yeah. I mean,
they all bad.
Georgia is the new, we're going to send half a team every year to the league.
Oh, for sure.
So, Bama still does that, though. Oh, by the way, let me speak on that right quick while we have a moment of, quick airtime. I am tired of people talking about, Georgia's the new dynasty. No, they're not. Okay, it's been 2 years of them winning back-to-back, or they're going to probably win back-to-back now. It's 2 years. We got that, and they competed and contended for probably 2 years before that. You know what Bama, let's check the record, man. Bama's run been damn near a decade. They've sent hundreds of players to the NFL. Stop.
Yeah, man, this is a flash in the pan. I mean, look what Clemson did, honestly, and then look what happened afterwards. Bama took back over. This is the flash in the pan, little 3 year stint ban.
Well, Bama's so good they'll let you go do your thing.
But this is the thing,
and then they come back and do it.
Team, you're right, but it's a team in your conference. And speaking of Alabama, in regards to Georgia, we know why everybody's hooting with the old dynasty crap, because they want to get Alabama. You know, Alabama seems like the team now, and they've always been the team that people just want to throw in the dirt. But there's no way you're going to throw them under there with Nick Saban at the helm. He's going to at least kind of come with some grenades. And that's all.
The only way.
Well, it's like you're not yet until you do what those guys done in Alabama. But
the only way
to do course so far. Go ahead.
The only way Georgia keeps this up is if Stetson Bennett finds 2 more years of eligibility, which he can if he wants to.
Well, that's what I got for.
Yeah, I like the joke. That's funny, but like, it's not even about Stetson. Stetson's not even the reason this is happening. Get him out of here. The only way to continue this is if Coach Saban leaves and just like walks away from the game.
Right.
I don't think that
quarterbacks in the SEC. There's some quarterbacks that matter in the SEC, but you know, to the Georgias
and the SEC won't let me be.
They have the defensive line, the offensive line, the receivers, the running backs. Those quarterbacks, regardless of their 55, 75-year-old quarterback could probably go out there and win a national championship with a team that they stack with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's why Alabama quarterbacks don't do too well in the league.
Because they throw the wide open superstar.
Yeah, the whole team's loaded. From the line to the backs to the receivers. It's all loaded.
They sit back there with 4 seconds in the pocket to throw to a 4-2 running guy who's running with nobody covering him in a window the size of half the field. Like, yeah. I mean, you can play quarterback for them.
Who do y'all think is going to be the first quarterback taken?
I think he played his way into the first, Bryce, but like, I don't think he's the best. I think the combine's going to decide this. I think if Will Levis goes out there and has a good combine, he's going to be able to throw his way into that top pick because
that's what they have.
It's because of what we just finished talking about is the reason why. Bama quarterbacks haven't exactly killed it in the NFL, and he's the smallest of the bunch.
Yeah.
And the last one that was even close to his size, we got him on suicide watch because he kept banging his head up.
Beat up, yeah.
Right. So
and I'm with
my man gets hit in the ankles and falls head first, no matter where he gets hit. Like
I'm with Will. I do say it's going to be Levis, but I still think he's going to go to the Colts because right now the Chicago Bears, they got the optimal spot. They got that number 1 overall pick. They don't need a quarterback. They're going to trade that and get some stock out of that pick, and I think the Colts are going to be the ones to bite on it, and I think they take Levis.
Are they smart enough to do that, though? This is the Bears.
The Bears.
Well, who else are they going to take with that first-round pick?
Jalen Carter and rebuild their defense?
I think Will Anderson Jr.
Oh, Will Anderson Jr., right, him too.
I think there's going to be one. I think there's not going to be one significant player that's going to change this Bears organization or roster. I agree with Jake.
No, but you start in the middle, though.
Pieces. Go get some draft capital. Go get some draft picks. You know what I'm saying, and build that way. You know what I'm saying. That's cool too. You know, and Indy needs a QB. And if you look at recent history, you know, besides Jacoby Brissett, we know what Indy likes at the QB position. Yeah, they're gonna go try to go get Levis if they can.
Two things.
Hold on, wait.
In terms of Anthony Price saying, you think Hooker will be ready for his pro day? Didn't he tear his ACL? I don't think so. I think he's done. But he gonna have to just get drafted and see what happens from there. And 2, I will say, I was having a conversation with my homie Lewis, and he was saying like we never know what happens. The Bears could go full Bears, and maybe they draft a quarterback. Maybe they don't stick with Fields.
Why though?
Because the front office. A, it's the Bears. B, the front office is overturning now, so it's not, and coach is overturning. So like, that's not their guy.
But how do you move off of Fields? Look what he did this year. He was the only thing that made the Bears exciting.
Look what he did. He championed the team right into the first pick.
He almost broke Vic's record. I mean,
okay, hold up.
Lamar's
I understand the record, but you can't completely nail that down on him.
I'm calling devil's advocate on you. You damn talk about Justin Fields and the way he operates, but you gonna talk about my man Lamar. And how he operates.
Yeah, that's a double standard.
100%. You guys deemed me as some running quarterback hater like a month ago, and that's not the fact. Whatever Bagley said, that guy,
you're hurting
he
yourself.
said that I am a certified Ravens hater. That is true. Will, you should know this more than I do. That back in 2011 is when my hate for the Baltimore Ravens stem. I hate Joey Flacco, and I hate all them cheating. You know what, Ravens fan? All of them, I can't stand them. I hate
now we're talking about cheating, and you're a Patriots fan.
People in the back. Louder than the people in the back.
So
I don't like nothing about that team, and I will find shit to talk about every single player on the team. Now, when we talk about Mike Vick, Justin Fields, anybody that's running quarterback, you know what? More power to them. They make the game more exciting. I love watching it. When it comes to Lamar, hell nah. He's injured. Look what happens when you run. I will talk that shit every day. I don't care if I contradict
Lamar's created grass and wealth. Lamar's created grass and wealth.
Last night I can't really argue with. So. Once a man,
that man said that with his chest.
Yeah, he did. Like once a man condemns himself for being contradictory,
This is why the Bengals are going to lose Sunday, and Jamie's going to come to you, Jake.
We're doing this again.
That's what's going to happen.
We're still doing this.
This is why. This bad juice that he's giving Lamar all the time. I'm sick of it. And we're going to get down to the barbers on Sunday, Jake. Sunday,
This
Jake.
is what, and this is coming. Hold on. Wait a minute. And this is coming from a Cowboys fan, right? Okay, you glorified Ravens fan, sit in the back.
Okay, so for every bit of bad juice he gives the Ravens, you give to the Bengals, so you're equal.
No, I don't think I'm talking about in terms of the Ravens and Lamar. I don't understand. You just said Justin Fields, but you discredit Lamar, and I understand that you're a Ravens hater, and that's cool. But we have to sometimes be realistic about things.
Justin Fields played more games than Lamar this year.
Who?
He lost
Justin Fields
all time.
I don't care. He played more than Lamar, and he passed more than Lamar too, and he got
Justin
more.
Fields
I don't know if he
will
got more
still be
running
the
yards.
quarterback there.
You think so?
I think so. They're going to take Will
Anderson. Yeah.
And you know why I say that? Because they're going to be very active free agent. They have $113 million in cap space.
You get a contract. They're
going to go out and they're going to try to sign. They need to get them a line. They need to get them a line and some wide receivers.
But it's the Bears.
That's
the franchise quarterback. So they may just get him nothing.
Come on, that's unfair, man. How you about to say? Yes, I'm an Ohio State fan, and you know that. That was unfair call out. Did you see what he said, Coach?
Yeah, I forgot he.
No, not that part. Not that part. Not that part. I'm talking about the part about he ate that one.
Unless the QB plays for Ohio State. Oh yeah, definitely.
No lies were told.
I thought about you were a New England fan.
Well, this is going to be interesting as we get closer to the draft. Y'all make sure y'all turn up. We're going to be fine-tuning it. We're going to have an epic draft watch party. We're going to do our thing.
I can't wait for the draft watch party.
Yeah. I'm so solid. It's going to be solid.
I'm going to take vacation for that, too.
I might have to, too, yeah. Make sure I get the day off.
Justin didn't have better stats than Lamar in passing. That's cap. Better check.
We fit in.
I told you that I didn't check that fact, but I'm just saying that off a hater status.
I'm finna test all these algorithms too. I'm gonna be smoking, chilling. I'm having some edibles during that show. We gonna see. We gonna see how to.
They do for 22-42 on Lamar played less games and Lamar threw less picks. Check that for data. State Farm.
Jakey from State Farm. Well, he's a guy. Like
State Farm is all right, dog. You know, State Farm going through it right now. Aaron lost last night. CP lost last night. Quick's trying to get a defeat in 12 rounds over Jake tonight. Hey, State Farm's in trouble. It's cool. We got you back, Jake. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I'm leaning heavy on my Winnipeg Jets right now. They're carrying me through.
Oh, they haven't lost a game this year.
Oh, hey, and Xavier got bumped up to 12. Xavier's 12th ranked in the nation.
Shout out to him, man.
Higher they are, the farther they fall.
We're going to take our last break for tonight. We're going to come back. We're going to actually look at the playoffs that are going on. Finally, the playoffs.
The playoffs?
Playoffs? Are you kidding me? We'll be back about 15, 20. Y'all hold on to your books.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's cornerback Delvin Breaux here from your favorite team, New Orleans Saints. I just want to go ahead on and give a shout out to STWF Media for allowing me to come on and talk about my testimony, my story, and also talk fantasy football. I just want to say thank you, man, for the honor. I appreciate you, man. Y'all make sure y'all tune in tonight at 7:30 Central Time. Bro Show out.
Back at it like we're mad at it.
Hey, man, Quan got me all worked up. Hey, I like that banner, bro. Keep it up.
Which banner?
Oh, the State
banner
Farm.
between me and him over the Ravens and everything. I like it. It's fun. It's all a good fun.
We got a banner.
At the end of the day, Jake, you know you're a Patriot fan, but you know you on wifey's side when it comes to her team too. So that's why we get at you with the Bengals, because we know deep down inside.
You think I want to get kicked out this damn house?
Yeah,
damn house?
He said the couch ain't comfortable.
So we're going to start on the AFC side. We're going to take a look at number 7 against number 2, because obviously the Chiefs got the first round bye. So we got the Bills versus the Dolphins. Who wins and why?
Bills. Tua shouldn't see the field, even though he might, because Tuquan going to yell it into existence. But Tua shouldn't see the field at all. And even if he does, I still don't think they got a chance to beat them. Miami showed us some blatant holes down the stretch. Some of them involved with not having their quarterback in, but some of them involved with their scheme and the fact that you can press. Remember, before Tua got hurt the last time, they were starting to catch up to what they were doing anyway. He was having some bad games. Right. Teams were pressing the corners and throwing off the timing of the routes, and that was pretty much ruining. That was pretty much ruining what they were doing. So yeah, I just think the Bills are better overall, all around. So
that's fair enough.
I'm still gonna bank on Tua playing in this game, but we talk about schemes, and they played twice this season, and it seems like Buffalo couldn't get the scheme at all in both of those games. So Tua gives him some hope if he does play. Now, if Tua doesn't play, this is the Bills in a wipeout. But if I see Tua play, I don't see the Bills wiping Miami out. The Bills still gonna win this game, but yeah, scheming and all that. You might hope that Tua don't play for the benefit of Buffalo, because that could be an interesting game as planned if Tua plays. Because like you said, it's 0-0. Your best position to win in your Miami is with that guy at your QB, no matter what's happened this season. Let's see what happens. But I got Buffalo. Buffalo wins. But be in mind that Miami can make this interesting. It's 10.5. They favored by 11. Buffalo is in Miami. That's without Tua yet.
They might not cover, but they're gonna win that game.
Take Miami right now because Tua's playing, and they're gonna cover.
If you like defense, this is a game for you, because both these defenses are really good. But Miami lacks in the offensive department without Tua, whether we like to admit his flaws or not. So, yeah, I'm going Bills no matter what. But if you like defense, Miami's defense is good. So I think it's going to be a closer game than a lot of people think, strictly off of defensive reasoning. But I think the Bills still just take this game by at least 10 or more.
They taking the booty.
Flying Dutchman style.
I think the Bills win. They're still rolling off that emotional high.
Yeah.
And the Dolphins, they backed into the playoffs.
Yeah, definitely moonwalked in.
And being backed in, man, that could be the gift and the curse, man. Being a wild card, man. So we'll see. We'll see.
I agree with you, Chris. He says Miami is going to be able to contain Allen. I think his legs are the difference.
Yeah, they don't run anybody else but him apparently.
I know, right?
They need to run the ball.
Zeke could be there next year for you, though.
And Nakeem Hines can run like he ran yesterday for those 2 kick return touchdowns. They'd be all right.
Yeah, defense is solid, yes.
That broke my damn heart.
Next up, you got number 6 against number 3, the Ravens against the Bengals.
Who they?
No.
Who's playing Madden? I heard Madden. Never mind. What's the game again?
Cincinnati and
Cincy.
Ravens.
And Cincy gonna win. I don't know. Look, if Lamar plays, then it could go up. Who knows?
He'll
But
be rusty though. He played like in what, 5 weeks?
yeah, and not like their receivers are world beaters anyway. So looking like Cincy all day.
We have not seen Lamar we haven't seen Lamar in a minute, man. So that's kind of, we haven't heard about him. Haven't heard from him.
He didn't even practice.
Yeah, my man gambled on himself, and then like everything was going great, and then that was it.
Quick says no comment. Yeah, don't be going into bumpy mode. Don't be going to bumpy mode quick. Don't be going
I don't
bumpy
think
mode.
he won't do that. He don't do all that talking.
He won't hide. He's not gonna hide, but he also not gonna make a post from the truck with the whole lights and everything.
Where Bumpy at? Ain't nobody seen Bumpy?
Yeah.
Ravens like the Cowboys first round exit. They shout out to you, Anthony. Where the Commanders at?
Ollie oxen free. Where's Bumpy at?
I got y'all playoff win yesterday. You happy? Yeah, man. But real talk, man. This is a very, very, very interesting game. If Huntley plays, Cincinnati gonna win. Playoff experience is going to be there. But if Lamar plays, not only does that rejuvenate the offense to a point, it rejuvenates the defense that's already been holding you down all season long. And you just played this team last week. The Bengals gave it their all just to win that game. You think the Ravens and Lamar Jackson ain't going to be ready for Lamar play? What? Lamar play? I'm taking the Ravens. I'm waiting for Lamar to play or not.
There was also just a tad bit of rust that you could tell because they didn't play that full game, obviously. So I think now that they're seasoned and they're ready to go, and they've just seen this team last week and already know all the stops and everything that they're going to pull out, I just don't see the Ravens being able to beat this team with or without Lamar Jackson.
Same.
And that's just me being a realist off of it.
No, that's you being a Bengals fan, man. But we're gonna resume to it, man. It's
no, that's me being a Ravens hater, man.
What's it when it's me saying
like
it?
The Rams.
I'm saying
the Bengals and the Rams, they're gonna be just like the Rams sitting at home by the end of next week.
That's crazy. What's it if he's being a hater? What's it mean when I say it? What's it mean when I say it? Because I think the same thing. Lamar or not, Bengals got this.
No. I'm just coming at two because he's coming at me.
No, no, he's coming at me because he knows what's gonna happen, and he's trying to get his talking.
Yeah, I do.
He knows.
Burrow's gonna walk him down like he does every time.
Jamie, I'm sorry, but Lamar's gonna have to do it to y'all. It's okay.
You believe that?
Yes, I believe it.
No, he's
hold on. Lamar shouldn't touch the field till he gets
He's old news.
Don't touch the field.
That teeny tiny little troll on his shoulder believes it, but he don't believe it.
Nah. They were talking about this the other day. They were speaking in the media whether or not Lamar has really been.
That's my wife.
Hurt. You know, is he just hurt or is he injured? You know what I'm saying? So it has to do with the money as well. Lamar hasn't spoken to anybody.
He's washed.
Things of that matter.
Shut up.
This is why, Jake. Jake, you better keep your words humble. You better be humble. This is your second team. No,
I'm literally at this point just responding to you. You are making me an even bigger Ravens hater right now by how you're talking.
You're going to be the biggest Ravens hater after this Sunday.
I'm just saying that bullshit to get a bigger rise out of you. And I know you're saying internally, Jake, just stop, let it go.
Jamie, remember on this show, I said it to you, Jamie. This is your crazy comment. This is your husband's fault.
Y'all arguing so much. Y'all missing a crazy ass comment right now. Hurts was out 2 weeks. Lamar has been out over a month. Hurts has a higher ceiling than Lamar anyways.
Wow.
That's one of the crazy things I've heard in a while. Hell no, first of all. Second of all, you put Lamar on that Eagles team? Good Lord. Stop it.
He wouldn't be able to make the passes.
Hurts can't pass. Who?
Lamar has a better arm than Lamar.
No, he don't. I don't believe that for a second.
Lamar gave these young guys. Lamar gave these young guys
more accurate.
On the grass. Lamar's the reason why these guys continue to get signed, and they disrespecting Lamar like that.
Hold up. You're telling me Hurts can't make these passes yet. Devonta Smith and AJ Brown torched plenty of fantasy teams this year.
They're great receivers.
Yeah, and a lot of that Devontae Smith stuff happened when Hurts wasn't playing. because he wasn't killing all that much with Hurts. He had a few good games and then a bunch of duds. AJ's always open. We can throw to him.
Okay, so
I like that move on, Coach.
So how many games did Lamar play? He missed 5 games, right?
I believe so.
I think they're all at the end of the season, yeah.
And Hurts missed how many? 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hurts had an infinitely better team in every way.
Every which way possible.
Every way.
So I'm just looking at completion percentage plus 5 on Hurts. Yards per attempt, almost 2 yards per attempt.
We're gonna do this? That's what we're doing. We're doing this, Coach?
Hey, that's what I'm just calling like I see it.
Okay, then call the team like you see them.
Rushing, not much of a difference.
Dude,
Total wise.
We really doing this. This is crazy.
Here's my thing. I'm looking at when Hurts was out there with that offense, that offense was humming. He throwing darts. I'm more surprised when I see Lamar throw a dart. Because a lot of times he's throwing jump passes.
He throws,
he's throwing side on.
Who's throwing? Hurts throwing darts to wide open. This the Alabama quarterback thing. He's throwing darts to open guys. He's not throwing anybody open.
Hey, it is.
He's not throwing in the tight
windows. Hold up. Will, I need you to answer a question.
No problem.
Other than Edelman, who was Brady throwing to the last few years in New England? He made receivers look better. If you are
not every
average quarterback to a great, no. If you're an average quarterback to a great quarterback, you make the receiver look good.
Not
Lamar
always.
don't.
Neither does Hurts. And actually, Lamar does. Lamar makes certain guys play solid. Like he had Hollywood doing okay there. Hollywood leaves.
Bro, if your name's not Mark Andrews, you don't look
Y'all
good
looking
on
at
that
them
offense.
video game numbers he putting up.
He put up some numbers, man. Look, all I know
Here's
is
a game plan with Lamar. Make him a pocket passer. That's how you beat him.
Lamar's been spending the last 5 weeks.
But why? But why? Is it because he can't throw, or is it because he's throwing to Bateman?
Because if you don't contain him, he's out the pocket and he's running. It's not because he's throwing the ball.
All Lamar has is Andrews. That's it.
That's what I'm talking about. You're right, Chris. Back shoulder, them hoes right there.
Man, y'all gotta watch some of these.
And I can't stand the Eagles.
Y'all gotta replay some of these touchdown passes, man. A lot of these guys are just it's open or it's a jump ball, 50-50 ball, and AJ makes them look good. A lot of these are just 50-50 rocks, man. He's not. You want to know a true test to see if a quarterback can throw? Watch what happens when they're in the red zone. They will never throw the ball with Hurts when they're in the red zone because those windows are small and he can't do it.
I seen that in a couple plays in that early season game against the Cowboys where
they ran 4 straight balls in the red zone. 4 straight. On the 1, 4 straight runs. They are terrified to have him throw in the red zone because he sucks. He's not a good quarterback. He sucks. Hurts is not a good quarterback.
He went, but Lamar,
they were undefeated until he got set with an injury.
Bro, their team is stacked. That's what I said. If you switch them on, you switch their teams.
But if their team is stacked, why did they lose 2 in a row?
What happened?
If their team is stacked, why did they lose 2 in a row?
I mean, you put anybody's backup quarterback in, they're gonna struggle a little bit. But even then, time out. He hung 34 on y'all though.
That's not saying much.
Oh, now it's not saying much.
No. Have you seen the Cowboys secondary? We're on like our 6 and 7 quarterback.
But your man's over here was like they weren't gonna sniff 40, and they almost got it.
That's true. They almost got 40. They almost got 40. They ain't get the dub, but they almost got 40. You right?
Minshew came in and almost hung.
It wasn't running them, so you're saying he's accurate.
What happened? Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, I just don't understand when you're throwing to the guys you're throwing to. It's crazy, man. He's throwing. Like Bateman was hurt for a lot of the time he was in too. So he was basically throwing to Portia and what's the other guy's name? Duvernay. Like they don't.
Oh, Deshaun Jackson.
That was late. That was later in the season too. That was like late. He never really got in that much. It's not, bro. The team they're just not built like that. And then you look on the other side. He's throwing to Devontae Devontae Smith. You got AJ Brown, one of the best receivers in the league. In the slot, they got Quez Watkins, one of the fastest guys in the league. A solid running game, a solid line. Lamar has none of that, and still has an MVP over him.
So what's going to change next year for him?
Who, for Lamar? Probably the team, if he's smart. Get him out of there. Get him out of there, man.
Go to New York.
No, go to Washington.
Let's get into the last game of wild card AFC.
Yeah. We got sidetracked.
We got number 5 against number 4.
Don't blame that on me.
Chargers.
I got the Jags.
Was it a Jags?
Jags versus Chargers.
I would have had the Jags until I watched them barely win this last game, even though they won it.
A division game, though.
It's true. But a division game against a guy who just got on the team in December, starting at quarterback for in Dobbs. And they still almost lost. If Dobbs had been there all season and knew their playbook, I truly believe he wouldn't make the mistake at the end of that game that he made. And they still may have even lost that game. I also just think it also depends on this Mike Williams situation because he got carted off.
Yeah.
Again,
yeah.
God damn.
Matter of fact, they had him on somebody's shoulders carrying.
Yeah. And then they put him on
Yeah,
I
thought I heard something.
Down bad.
Yo, oh my God, that is crazy. That is wild. I'm gonna take.
Hold on, hey, I haven't watched much Jags this year. How's their defense look? Because I know that the Chargers ain't got no type of offensive line.
Top 10 in the league.
Yeah, they got a good defense.
Their defense is also opportunistic. They get the turnovers and
they do.
They make plays.
You got a ball hawking
Chargers
out there, decent pass rush.
Mm-hmm.
If that defense can honestly do something to stop Eckler, I think that Jags really have an honest chance of winning this game.
Yeah. Look, this is one of those games that I won't be surprised by. I'm just gonna currently pick the better quarterback. Is kind of where I'm going.
Which is Trevor Lawrence.
No, easily Herbert. You're crazy.
No, I'm not.
Easily Herbert?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Like,
come on, we can't. We're doing 8 weeks. 8 weeks of Trevor Lawrence looking good. Let's stop right there. That's all we're gonna do. 8 weeks. We have 8 weeks of Trevor looking good, and the entire Herbert's career looking good. Let's not do this.
Right, but it's Ashley in the state. Justin's gonna have to come out and show what he's got. Figuring who he's playing against over here. And Trevor didn't have a good last game, but he's been coming about. But I'll take Herbert over Trevor, not overslide, not a landslide, but I'm gonna take Herbert. But I'm gonna take the Chargers to win this game, man. You know, as much as the Jaguars has done some magic things to get here, Chargers will get at least to the next round. I mean, they may get torched in the next round, but they'll get over the hump. Their defense is improving, and their defense is getting healthier. So that's interesting to see too. That may be an ugly game situation there. And if you think about that, in the way that Jacksonville played last week, they already had a home game. It's un-Jacksonville-like. You got to win 2 in a row now at the crib. It's going to be hard for Jacksonville, man, to satisfy their fans to win 2 at the crib when you just had the last 2 first-round number 1 picks in the last 2 years. So even if they don't win this Sunday, they've done a lot this season to gain fans, gain attention of the rest of the NFL. 8:15 is that game on Saturday, Bobby. That's what time that game starts.
I hate Saturday games. I'll be at work.
And then Herbert and Lawrence, they're actually pretty comparable to one another. Completion percentage, pretty close, 68.3 versus 66.5. Yards per attempt, Lawrence 7.1 to 6.7. Herbert. Touchdown passes, 24 for Lawrence, 23 for Herbert. They're very close to one another.
Interesting, you threw more. Interesting. Yeah.
Very close. I didn't know they was going to be that close.
Again, I think he is a better team.
And look, you could. I don't know what you can call me for this, honestly, but if I had to give any kind of honest showing of this, I consider this Trevor Lawrence's true rookie year. His first year, as abysmal as it was, I blame that completely on Urban Meyer. I really do.
Hell no.
Needed
Hell no.
this.
He's
got a real coach now.
He's
got a real coach now, showing him and developing him, and he's showing what he was supposed to be in the first year.
Yeah, that was a train wreck last year, man.
I consider last year a complete fucking wash.
Peyton Manning threw like 25 interceptions his first year. We didn't do that to him.
28 days back.
We didn't do that. We didn't do that to Peyton Manning. You're a top draft QB for a reason. I'm not trying to hear all that. This is not his first. This is his second year. Third.
You remember Troy Aikman's first year, right?
And trash his first year. Trash.
Okay.
Trash.
Okay.
Like didn't win for the first like 7 weeks of the year. Trash. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so what's the difference between the two?
Do that. We're gonna give Trevor Lawrence what we give every QB, and that's be harsh on them when we need to. Mm-hmm. And when they're good, appreciate them, and that's what we're gonna do.
Fair enough.
Agreed. He don't get a pass for a rookie year with a crazy team.
Pass for that, especially being number 1 pick in the draft. Hell no.
Yeah, none of that.
Okay, but he balling now, though, right?
Yeah, doing his thing now, and has a chance to stop. They hate the naysayers, and if he beats Herbert this weekend, Herbert, though. They put him on the escalon.
Herbert got some pressure on his back too, because Herbert needs to start winning.
He do, because he gotta get over this hump right here.
Herbert needs to start winning, and I think he starts this week.
Chris said nobody did that to Peyton because of who he is and his name. Same as they're not doing it to the high school man in now.
Nah, Peyton got attacked. The only problem is that Peyton wasn't the worst story of his rookie season. Ryan Leaf was. So he got more of the heat than Peyton did. Unfortunately, had Ryan Leaf not been a factor, Peyton would have got way more heat. I agree, but he still got some heat he was throwing picks all over the field. It was crazy.
NFC, number 7 Seahawks versus the number 2 49ers.
Damn,
we all know how it's going to play out.
Carol, man. I'm sorry.
It's time to get Purdy.
Nice.
It's going to get real Purdy. That's all I know.
Niners have been looking real smooth on both sides of the goddamn football. There's no reason why
they just got healthy in the backfield. They got Debo back. They got Elijah back.
Yeah.
Damn.
And the best thing about how they've been playing is like when you kind of have that momentum, you don't have a week off. It kind of builds momentum for the next week if you win. So they're kind of going in with strong momentum, and then you play this team in Seattle. Oh my God!
Familiar with.
Good luck, Gino. Good luck, Gino Smith. That actually $2 million.
It's gonna be a long day.
It's gonna be nice, but yeah, it's gonna be ugly.
It's gonna be tough. It's a tough climb for Seattle there.
Tough one.
So we all agree it's gonna be the Niners all the way.
Yes.
As far as that game.
Landslide.
Okay. Number 6 Giants versus the number 3 Vikings. This game's interesting.
This could be the upset of the week.
It could be.
I hope so. I don't know why I like the Giants, but I kind of like certain players of that team. I like Saquon.
You should not like the Giants being a Patriots fan.
Yeah, I don't do that stuff. It's not trying to be crazy. The main obvious ones, like I hate the Lakers. Because that's how that goes. I hate the Habs.
Screw the Habs.
Yeah, exactly.
So y'all got winning.
Hate the Yankees, but I got whoo
shit. I'm sorry. 52-7. Man, that's gonna be a quiet plane ride on.
Chris St. Clair says crazy stats. He went 0-15 the week after playing the Niners this season.
Yeah. Yep.
Terrible.
Which means
you they beating teams up. Hey, bludgeoning folks out there, man.
Get your ass out my house.
Go ahead, Jake.
Considering that this was my freaking Super Bowl prediction, I'm not going to move off of Kirko Chains. I got the Vikings.
Kirko Chains.
Yeah, I think.
Also, I think Thing got hurt. Running back again.
Cook.
Cook did.
Yeah, Cook,
really?
Cook.
I think Madison can service. I think Madison can.
He can service, but he's already been like a great backup. Now he got to be the starter, so it kind of like messes with your depth. That doesn't mean it'll take you out of the one game though.
This game is like how it was a few weeks ago. I'm wondering if the Giants offensively can put up that much points again.
Just watch yourself, Jamie.
And the Vikings, when they played the last time, you had Jefferson rolling over 100 yards, 12 catches. You had KJ Osborne put in work. And I feel like that'll probably be the same way the Vikings win this week. You know what I'm saying? Attacking with the receivers. You play that game against Green Bay, do absolutely shit. The Bears game didn't mean nothing yesterday. So I feel like those are going to be in prime top shape, at least to play with Kirk for the week. I'm going to take the Vikings over the Giants. It's going to be a close one for a bit, you know, but I feel like they have the weapons on that side to really do some noise. Saquon's going to do Saquon things, but I'm not trusting Daniel fucking Jones. No way, no how. No way. This is a different.
You gonna trust Danny Dimes?
You trust Kirk?
Huh?
You trust Kirk?
I trust the rest. I trust the guys around him. Unless Kenny Galloway has a freaking out coming out game and has a we're gonna start. We're gonna start. We're gonna go Vikings.
Yo, you seen that meme this week? Kenny Galladay needed 76 catches to get his bonus.
I see that shit.
Constant tears.
And the last game, number 5 Cowboys against the number 4 Bucks.
Go Bucks.
We haven't beat Brady in never time. But guess what? And put it on the wood. Cowboys Tuesday morning, motherfucker party at my crib, party at your crib, party on this show on the chopper. We gonna be chopping the hell up about my Cowboys. How you talking about? Oh, Dak had a bad game yesterday. What the hell Dak do after a loss? Oh, man. Put Brady into retirement. Cowboys. And I'm saying it proudly right now. Y'all over here talking that. Y'all team fishing. And Jake trying to fish for a second team. Well, at least you know you keep it real. Jake is fishing for a second team. Your second team about to lose this weekend, and y'all going to be watching the Cowboys play football.
This is coming from a Ravens fan.
You about to get evicted. And they're screaming.
If the Cowboys do that window, you gonna see an extra dose of this, but on the negative side. There's no.
All right, Ravens
I will not
fan.
leave, disappoint, milk cotton, rob. I will not be none of that. I'll be here.
You better, if they lose, you better come in here like Stephen A. Smith talking about the Knicks.
I'm not doing Cowboys. I'm talking about my Cowboys. No matter what happened, Mama always told me, man, no matter what happens, man, those are your dogs. Those are your dogs, man. You ride with them, win or loss. I'll be here.
It's looking bad. Now look, I think I want the Bucks to win just because, mostly just to bother too. But I think they win. Smoke Stephen A.
I'll smoke Stephen A. I'll smoke Shannon Sharp. I'll smoke Skip Bayless. I'll smoke what's that, Mad Dog. I'll smoke Ryan Clark. I'll smoke all. You know why? We'll smoke all them guys. Us as a group. If y'all ain't catching this, y'all better start catching this, man. Because they ain't better than us. They get us stuff from us. That's why I always.
I like the bulletin board behind you, Coach. Well, not your wall. It looks like a bulletin board, though.
It is.
Okay, here we go. Got the little hoop on it.
Yeah.
I hit from here.
It's got all the notes of all the dumb shit too said.
There is clearly not enough room on that board.
Damn, I'm not as Jake, hold on, you got knocked out on the show to get back up.
Oh man.
Damn, man.
Man, I never get knocked out.
Jake did catch a standing A count.
So Will, you got Dallas winning?
Yeah. I think it's just a realistic situation. I don't
man, F Tom Brady. I'll say that. I respect Tom Brady, the GOAT, you know what I'm saying? But F him in his career. Monday.
Don't see, like, here's the thing. If
You'll be saying the same thing about Dak when he throws 4 interceptions.
I don't think y'all understand, though. I don't think y'all understand. Y'all kind of want Brady to get further, like get to like the championship game, but not the Super Bowl, but the championship game and lose there. Because if he gets bounced early, like, and it pisses him off, he's gonna end up in like New Orleans with Peyton, and then they're gonna wreak havoc on the league again. Just let's let him go. You know, like don't piss him off too bad because he might come back. I'm done. It's over. I don't need no more. And I'm a Patriots fan. I don't need no more Brady.
Sir, for the show on live, you are a Cowboy. Who? What? Don't ever. First off. Don't ever I make it clear. I make it real clear who I am a fan of. Definitely. Never see me rooting no Ravens, even though I like Lamar. I always love Lamar. He's a college player. He played at Louisville. I like him there. But I'm a Cowboys fan, so don't ever misjudge that. You know, especially when you're a Commanders fan and you're trying to find some type of. You can't even find the Wizards to be good.
That's the one right there.
Washington, yeah.
That's important right there. If y'all want to get rid of
McCarthy,
right
there.
If y'all want to get rid of McCarthy, y'all better get about it soon.
I'm gonna be real with you.
Here we go, McCarthy love.
But no, it's not McCarthy love. But I mean, it'll probably end up in a situation where he's solemnly the guy to blame. But I wouldn't say that this season at all. I see him in a sense this season, like last year, more like a rejuvenated, like up high, like more like he cares about the team. Last year was kind of like, I don't know why. But this year it feels kind of different in his sense. We talk about Kellen Moore on the side, and that's
he should have bet Kellen Moore.
If there's a Mike McCarthy game, it may come. But overall this season, I wouldn't shout Mike McCarthy like that. But being a Cowboys coach, you're always on the hot seat. Everybody knows that if you're a Cowboys fan. So it's very interesting to see what goes on.
So here's my take on it. First of all, I think Dallas somehow, some way does win on Monday night. But in regards to McCarthy, the thing that troubled me that came out either last night or today is he admitted that they had a bad week of practice. You going into the game, they hadn't even announced yet if the Giants are going to play everybody or not. So you should be preparing to go in to try to have a shot at the number 1 or the number 2 seed. Why would you allow your team to have a bad week of practice? You think Parcells going to let that happen? You think Belichick going to let that happen? Your team takes on the personality of your coach.
Yeah.
I don't like his preparation. I don't like his preparation. And here's my thing. When Kellen Moore out there getting cute, doing all that stupid shit he be doing, you need to go get in his ear and say, man, what are we doing? He shouldn't have the ability to just run offense.
Yeah, man, I think you're confused, man. I've never ran into them in the Ravens. You might hear every time me and Jake get in an argument in regards to the Ravens and Bengals.
That is true.
You may get that confused.
Yeah, he's not a Ravens fan.
No way in hell.
No, he's a Cowboys fan. He's called me out for not being the biggest Cowboy fan.
Yes. So, yeah.
Yeah, he's Cowboys only, just for the record.
Yes.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me take the sports analyst part out of this and get to the friend part of it. I give Tua a lot of shit for sticking up for Lamar, but this guy, man, he's fooling through Cowboys day and night.
Yeah, we just all stick up for Lamar because the hate gets crazy. Anyways, actually, it's a weird thing though.
No, you don't, Jamie. That troubles me. Because they backing into the playoffs.
No. That's this ammo. We need this right now. We need it right now. That's what we got. Hold on. Listen.
Damn ammo. That's business.
It's the ammo. It's the ammo.
Positive too.
Stephen A. Smith this morning acting like Pinky from next Friday. All this is en route for the Cowboys to win this wild card game. Because you know what happened when Pinky did that to Craig, right? You know what happened, right? You know what happened? Craig ended up with the pistol.
Yeah,
we all seen the movie. Scared, you know what I'm saying? Shaking in his boots. That's what we're going to do to Tom Brady. Had Tom Brady shaking in his boots. You know, he don't want Parsons. You see what Parsons did to him in week 1? Yeah, he about to feel that. Some more.
It's spanking. No, anyways,
but the Bucks beat the Cowboys.
Look here.
That's who you got, Drake?
Yeah,
I got the Bucks.
He grew for the Bucks, Bengals.
You know what's interesting though, Coach? We
making
both give a lot of
rooting for.
We both give a lot of junk to Kellen Moore. I think this is the second year in a row Dallas has had one of the best offenses in the league, and yet we think that they could do better if they just get rid of Kellen Moore.
You know why?
Why?
Because he's the peaks and valleys.
Yeah.
He has some games, he'll come out there, he'll call some play. I'm like, damn, that was a hell of a play. I've never seen that play before.
Also, like, I don't know how they can stop that. Like, yeah.
I'm like, you got routes all over the place. Then they come out there where you don't put CD in motion. You don't touch the ball until the second quarter.
Like goal line draws and like, what are we doing?
it's like sometimes he looks like the genius that they try to proclaim him to be offensively. Then sometimes the inexperience shows up.
Well, that's the problem with genius. Only you can only think that you know what it looks like. You can't understand it, and then they go out and do things that are not
curious.
Genius.
Also, I'm curious as far as the information that he gets from up above.
Like heaven? No, I'm kidding. I had to like, what do you mean, like information, like who
as far as like, you know, what the defense
up in the booth
doing.
yeah
I wonder how that whole dynamic works, because again, from my understanding, Mike McCarthy came into the league, he made his name as an offensive coach, right?
I guess, yeah.
And he has no input on his team's offense. I get it. The first year he came, COVID, short.
Yeah, that is weird. That is a weird situation.
This is a whole Kellen Moore thing, and sometimes with Kellen Moore, I see a little bit of hints of Jason Garrett in there.
Imagine just clap it up. We're down by what? 40? Oh my God! It's 59-7. Somebody called a doctor
in the playoffs that is helter skelter. If they can,
what'd you say the score was?
59-7 on my screen.
Damn!
Holy shit! Is there a mercy rule?
It's like gotta be.
Yo, it's like they were mad at them for something. Like,
yeah. This don't look like the same team that struggled against Ohio State.
Man, oh my goodness. Yo, Hogan taking a beating, whatever his name is, Duggan.
So with that being said,
a beating. Yeah.
Why TCU even show up?
They didn't, apparently.
No, they didn't. So with that being said, who do you guys have in the Super Bowl? So that's the playoffs.
Already know. Chiefs. And damn, I forgot who I have from the.
Yeah, 49ers.
Oh yeah, that's right, Niners. My God. That's why they pay you. That's why they pay you the big bucks.
Cowboys versus the rest of the field. Don't matter who it is, bring them on. Preferably the Bills, man. You know, it'd be a great matchup of old time's sake. You know what I'm saying? But Buffalo ain't gonna get one. You know what I'm saying? So there you go.
Jake?
No. Make him pick somebody from the AFC. We're done with this.
All right, I'll pick one this week for y'all. The season's over. I have to pick an AFC thing. I'm gonna pick the Bills.
All right. At least he picked this time. I don't like it, but at least he picked.
I'll pick the Bills.
Oh my God, too. All right, Jake, what's the word? Let me know.
Never changed, never wavered since week 3. Bills Vikings.
Bills Vikings. Okay.
Can't wait to see this Kirk train crash.
Look, no, you're right. It probably will, but I got shit after week 2 when I changed my pick because it originally wasn't the Bills. It was the Chiefs. And Unc absolutely just rammed it down my throat for fucking 5 minutes telling me, nah, we can't no pick change. I'm like, this is the only one I ain't changing after this week. Bills Vikings.
That's your pick.
Don't let Unc bully you, man. We don't let Unc bully us around here.
No, I did. I told him too. I was like,
these
look,
spots.
I was like, this is the only time I'm going to change this pick this year because I ain't got no damn faith in Cheeseburger Reed. I'm good. It's going to be the Bills and it's going to be the Vikings. And then he called that. He's like, all right, I'll let one slide. I think he's just giving me shit though.
Where's Unc at these days, man? He's not shutting the show down near you. That was so funny. He was on and just click.
I got the Bills for sure in the AFC.
Wow, he said for sure. It's interesting to me.
Hey, Will, they scored again.
On top of that, huh?
They scored again. It's 66-7. No, 65-7.
The devil. They got to score 66 because the devil's here.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Do you think that anyone gives Georgia shit for pouring it on?
No. Hell, this is a national championship game. Who's bringing it on?
Nah. You got
this might be some of the kids' last calls games ever. Man,
I want to know if they got the third strings in.
They pull. You know why they won't give them shit? Because they pull people, so that's fair. You pull people. If our backups are still beating your starters, that just shows you suck. And two, I would say this. all that pumping our chest. We belong here. TCU belong. Get out. It's the SEC. Y'all not ready for this. Get out. Go home. Call it a day. Try again next year. We appreciate the run. It was pretty. It was fun. It was beautiful. But guess what? It's over.
Hey, hold up. You keep talking about this SEC, and I'm not saying this because Jamie wants me to say this. Trust me, because she don't even believe it. She's a UK fan. Is she allowed to pump that SEC chest?
She can pump it all she wants.
She is allowed to.
SEC.
We let James know to do it.
You good, Jamie. You good. SEC is where it's at.
Right.
You play a tougher schedule than everybody else.
That's right. That's why we can come wreck that bitch.
Come on with it.
We show doing Florida.
Also, Coach, you gave us all shit, not shit, but you kind of called us out like, damn, everybody's ignoring the Bengals, and then you picked the Bills. I'm gonna need an explanation for that.
I'm interested.
I just think because the Bills is running off of pure emotion right now.
I'm interested in the NFC pick.
NFC pick.
Grinch face.
Be realistic.
Yeah, I want to be realistic.
Gotta be
realistic.
That's just called my team. That motherfucker just so helter-skelter.
No, this is what happens when we get close, man.
They are bipolar as fuck.
You gotta be the reason why we get somewhere we haven't been in years. You know the reason why.
I know the reason why.
No, he said you're gonna be the reason
You're
why.
gonna be the reason why we get to where we need to be to.
Well, you know when I pick against us, we win.
All a conspiracy.
But I probably have to say Bills and 49ers.
We gonna beat them, dog. We are gonna beat the mighty 49ers. Oh yeah.
Actually, I hope the 49ers get bumped. Now, if somehow the 49ers lose.
If y'all get beat by Brock Purdy, man, oh my God. I'm never going to let y'all forget it. Y'all going to have to get me off the show because every show going to start with, yo, remember that time? Y'all got beat by Brock Purdy?
Yeah. You're going to do that.
That ain't much.
Don't believe
You're going to do that, and I'm going to do my best Stephen A impression every day.
Coach Wade saying the Cowboys are going to win without saying they're going to win. This is what he's doing to you. Don't fall for it, Ed. Don't fall for the trap.
Hey, Will, I ain't going to lie. I just looked up at the TV, and I saw Scott Van Pelt up there, and I honestly thought they cut the game off early because they're getting beat so bad, and they went back to the game. I was like, oh, okay.
This has to be the most lopsided national
I know Scott Van Pelt misses Joe Buck tonight.
It's 65-7.
What's the point of that? Why did Georgia even use 2 timeouts?
Listen, they shut all of like everything.
Damn, I just checked my message. I got 71 messages. It takes messages. And the first one I see is from my pops.
What he said?
What was all the hype about? They getting their ass kicked.
Your pop's hilarious, huh? Yo, they shut all of ESPN. Go ahead. They shut all the ESPN down when somebody almost died. This team clearly has died. Why are we still watching this game?
Man.
Bad.
Coach, that sounds like a response my dad would give me, too.
Yeah. My pops keep it real, man. He called me after every Cowboy beat down. He watches the Cowboys, but he stopped being a fan after Lindsey.
After who?
They ain't even playing Doug.
Damn, he gave up a little early.
Yeah. He didn't like the way that whole fire went down.
It didn't go down well.
Nah, you don't do a man like that.
You don't do a legend like that.
Nah, not at all. Fired him on the golf course.
A mere yeah, like what the fuck?
But you know what's sorry about that though? Story time real fast.
Yeah.
Jerry did it wrong. Actually, Hank Schramm wanted Tom gone the year before, but he knew he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
He knew that they were about to sell the team, and that was a selling point for the team.
Yeah.
So one of the conditions for Jerry was he had to be the fall guy for it.
Also, even if that wasn't the case, I wouldn't be mad at Jerry. You bought a new team. You want your guys cooking your meal.
But you got to do it right, though.
Yeah, that's
you got to send them out with a parade.
Yeah, like a whole bouquet, some food and lotions and shit. Like he just canned them on a golf course. Like, yeah, you could just keep playing golf. You're not coming back to coach.
UC did. How far should TCU drop? Anthony Price says. Quick says Division 2.
Division 2.
Yeah, getting relegated. They're gonna get relegated. That's crazy. relegation. I often wish there was relegation though in leagues, but like, yeah, this is rough.
This is gonna kill their recruiting.
Man, I was upset. I was thinking like, damn, like
this is gonna kill their recruiting.
I really want to do the podcast, but I kind of want to watch this game. And then by the time the podcast started, like I said, there wasn't much of a game left, so we didn't miss nothing.
We missed nothing at all.
We missed the public execution.
Fun,
you know what?
Yeah, public execution is what we missed.
At least UC put up a little bit more of a fight against Bama than this.
Yeah.
It wasn't by much though, but
yeah.
Bama is kind of playing around. See, Georgia ain't playing around. Georgia trying to prove something. Talk about dynasties and all that. That's what Georgia, Alabama when they play UC is kind of like, we ain't trying to. You already know better.
Will?
Yes, sir.
Looking forward to us Mac Talks in this upcoming college season, man.
Oh, it's gonna happen. I hope your team play mine. I hope they do.
Oh yeah.
Schedule gotta be.
Yeah,
give us about 2 years to get acclimated.
BC about to be top 25, top 10 team in the nation this year.
So you ready for the trash talk? Yes, yet you hedging already.
Nah.
no, it's fair. You gotta get some time.
It's difficult. We can know Big 12 track.
Wait. You need time to get overall SEC traction. You shouldn't need that much time to beat my Gators. My Gators are trash right now. We went 6-6 this year.
How they gonna shuffle that league around though? Cause both Oklahoma and Texas would be in the West.
Yeah, they'll probably just snatch one from the other side, bring them over. Again, the whole East-West thing, it's all weird.
Oh,
to begin with.
Andy brought us some interesting news, and hopefully we can get a chop-up session about this some point, because I really want to talk about this as well. CA Women's Caucus, calling for removal of Dana White. And that's an issue that's been swirling around the last few weeks. Nothing on the negative side. Issue. Dana White and his wife got involved in some things on New Year's where his wife attacked him. And he went back and attacked her. And a bunch of stuff happened after it. But Dana, I believe he tweeted or spoke and apologized and said it wasn't the right thing to do. But, hey, that doesn't mean anything. The women against you, dog. The women are coming for you, Dana.
Yeah, you can't slap box with God. Not on camera anymore.
Dana fighting like he should be a UFC champion.
No, sir. No.
What's your team? No, hold on.
Probably Alabama.
Yeah. Who's your front-running ass team? Who's your front-running ass college team? And if you ain't got a college team, I don't want to hear from you.
Dana
pimping chickens.
I'm like, you can't say that. You got Vanderbilt in Kentucky.
Is Wayne Brady gonna have to smack a bitch?
Yo, y'all crazy, dog. Now God, he slapped her. He said he slapped her. That's his wife. Hey,
man.
He slapped a white lady in America. That's the closest God you're gonna get these days.
We're losing, Coach. We're losing our parity with Texas going to the SEC. I mean, you guys are SEC fans. You got two the ACC fan. I'm repping Big Ten. We lost our parity. We were all four different.
Yeah. I know, right?
I'm probably jump.
I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, don't worry.
I'm probably gonna jump on the SEC and Big Ten trains too, man. Couple
years, coach will want to go back. Trust me.
Don't go with Josh and go to Michigan. We are loving and caring over here at the OSU. Come on over.
Yeah, Josh and Michigan.
What'd you say, Will?
I said a couple years, coach will want to go back. Don't worry.
Nah, we'll be all right.
And don't forget, you definitely don't want to pick Michigan because that's where your guy Tom Brady went. I know you don't like him.
We're about to have a Chris Brown versus Rihanna part 2.
Hey, the Big Ten and the SEC pull some of our top talent out the state. They can stay home now.
Hey, fellas, I'm sure there's plenty of room on the TCU bandwagon right now.
Shit, no.
We don't want to go on that train.
We support SBU and DFW.
Because them motherfuckers are jumping off that bandwagon while it's moving.
Man, nah. I ain't never been a TCU fan.
Damian Thompson rolling around right now.
Yeah, well, especially his nephew's on the team.
Is he?
Yeah, and he has one of those two last names, but the second one is Tomlinson. And yeah, he's a corner. Actually, he's a good corner. He's going to get drafted probably 3rd round. He's a pretty good corner. He's going to be like a nickel corner in the NFL. 5'9". Real athletic.
I ain't gonna lie. I kind of really want to be a fly on the wall for this for this locker room talk that
Man, what can you
head coach is
say?
gonna
Well,
have
it's
to
a funeral,
right?
There's nothing to talk about. It's a funeral.
Everybody just pack their shit up.
They got kids.
Get on the bus. No words exchanged.
It's been real. It's been fun. It was not real fun. Like
everybody should be in deep thought.
If Matt,
put on your beats.
Put on your beats and meditate. Everybody just go.
If Duggan had any draft capital going into this game, he lost it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not in a sense because you're playing Georgia.
No.
He
if
lost.
you want to be a franchise style quarterback, which he was projecting to be, nah, you can't go out there and lay that type of bill.
He had 0 touchdown passes, 2 interceptions, 152 yards throwing.
2.
He did nothing.
We can do that.
That can sound like a Teddy Bridgewater game.
Not in college. Teddy was slinging that bitch in college.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Man, who got shout outs tonight? This shit has been fun, fellas.
Yeah, we ran it. We ran one up tonight, huh?
Shout out to everybody that tuned in, commenting, man. I hope that, we did our due diligence by letting people know on comments and posts that the show was going at 8:30 because we had a great crowd. Great crowd all the way to the end. Shout out to my guys over here for making it happen. Shout out to anybody new that's tuning in, man. I hope we gave you a great first impression. First impressions means everything. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate it.
Shout out to the Faceless Wonder, a.k.a. Jake the Snake from State Farm. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Shout out to you, brothers, obviously. Always, we do this.
Is that Dak stack you put out there? Good one, Bobby. Not. There you go.
Not. Hit him with a knot. Like it was 1995. Yeah, man. Appreciate everybody who showed up. Y'all the lifeblood of the show. It would just be us 4 talking heads yelling at each other if y'all wasn't here.
No,
I'm not saying we wouldn't do it. I'm just saying that's what it would be. So
this how it'd be before the show. Sometimes afterwards.
Sometimes coach be like, all right, save it for the show. Click, and then we have to
yeah, we get excited and coach got to rope us all back in.
Mostly that's my fault because that's mostly my fault because I usually come into the backstage with like a story or something to say, and then I just start shit, and then I'd be like, okay, like we should
probably focus.
Nah, man, you're the hype before the game.
Yeah,
you're the hype
all through this motherfucker. No, sir.
You gotta make sure you're ready for a ride at least before we click start the show. So it's okay. You come in with a little chat.
For the record, our podcast lasted longer than this game, basically, because the game's over now. And it was also more competitive than the game was.
We definitely had more battles on here.
Whoever was battling put up way more of a fight than they did. So,
man,
appreciate y'all.
Yeah,
Thank
for real. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to my fellow castmates here. And I just noticed because I happened to look down and I see 110 comments that I have not seen yet, and I know that there was at least 60 that I checked before that whole thing went up. So everybody in the comment section, new, current, old, all you guys are appreciated. Always like, follow, share. Let everybody know we got out there and having fun. Hit us up anywhere you want. You got questions, we'll put out a poll. We'll be putting out a poll maybe once a week to try to get some topics for you guys and maybe have some surprises here for you in the future.
Yeah, we definitely had Will do that last week, man. Shout out to Will on that.
Yes.
And if we all could as a group, just take a look at them, jog them down, we bring them to future shows. Shout out to everybody that did give input to that post.
Oh, yeah.
Duly noted.
I love the responses to that question that I posted. I'm going to post it again or in other places too. And stay tuned. Stay tuned and stay on your toes and ready for that pop-up show. You never know when it's going to pop up on you. You know what I mean? But when it do, you're going to have a great show in your hands because the pop-up show is going to be consistent of y'all topics.
Yes, sir.
So I might pop up out of your bushes with a debate. You never know.
Gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha, bitch.
When we say powered by fans, we mean it. This is your time to shine.
I'm trying to be serious now.
No, that's great. That's what we needed. That's perfect. Gotcha, bitch.
So yeah, man. Shout out to my team, man. Y'all do y'all thing like you always do. Crap is fun. Hey, y'all got me out of my shell. I don't never cuss as much.
we was chopping today. We were chopping at the bit today, all of us.
Everybody has some choice words. I hope my mama don't see this. Sorry, mama. But
my mama.
I have to say, I'm right there with Coach. I normally try to refrain from my cussing. I switch my stuff to trucker and all sorts of shiggity, all that stuff. I switch it today. A freaking 2 had me heated for a minute. One got me. I have to say, everybody had me going. This was probably my worst show statistically because any of the facts that I said was coming straight off the tongue, not the brain, and I was saying some bullshit on purpose. So everybody out there that had to deal with that tonight, I apologize. Next show, I'm gonna come with definite facts.
No apology. You will get what you get.
Facts. You get what you get, Jake. I told you to come in here tonight. You came in here tonight. So shout out to you for doing that.
Yeah. We're glad you showed up, brother.
That's all that matters at the end of the day.
Real quick, if I forget anybody, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jake.
And anyone out there, I got a sick house. Keep Jamie and the kids in your thoughts and prayers. Everyone hopefully will be good by tomorrow or Wednesday. Yeah. But I'm glad I can still be here with y'all.
Jamie, a dog. She been on here fine. She a little sick, but she fighting through it. She having a flu game.
We got y'all in our prayers, man.
Yeah, she's still checking me. Doesn't matter how sick she is. She's always checking me.
She the boss. We expect that.
Appreciate you, babes. We got shout out to Aunt, Kawan, Jamie, Nate, Marie, Daryl, Anthony, Chris, Patrick, Chris St. Clair, Bobby, Zachary, Brandon, and Gene. We appreciate y'all tonight, man.
I want to give a shout out to Dominic and Bumpy too, man. Because y'all one thing is disappearance.
Where you at, Bumpy?
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
No disappearance, man. But before I get back into the clowning, hope everything's well on the family side and all that. But you got to take into reality. Your team stunk last night. Don't go in here with the box and get clowned at and accept it for what it is and move on it.
Took too big of a swing of that choke juice.
That choke juice is real. Hold on. We got the Patriot fans here, so it can't get better than that. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Packer fans.
I mean, that's right. We showed up.
The Saints fans are still even talking. Come on, man.
I mean,
yeah, ain't that odd? Saint fans, y'all should be saying nothing in here.
You got the Commanders, you got Anthony and the Commanders talking. Come on, if they can, you can. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Kawan said he got a Bumpy video. Is that the one you said they smoking that Packer pack?
Yep.
The Green Bay pack.
Got two more Detroit.
So everybody tune in. Everybody tune in.
Kawan's Bumpy video was fantastic. It was awesome. I saw that one time, laughed my ass off for 20 minutes, and went back and watched it again, and laughed again for 20 minutes. It was fantastic.
And I know my Cowboys get a lot of heat, but man, I'm like, sometimes some of y'all go overboard. I'm like, you can't get that much smoke, and then when your team lose, you disappear.
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
It's real talk. I'll say that. And 7 out of 10 times, you're just running away from the situation.
It's gonna be there when you get back.
Right. For sure.
Because the Wolves are patient. We real patient. We just wait. We just wait.
Smoking the Green Bay pack, aka the mildew packages.
Oh my God!
On that B-Rabbit, that cheddar Bob.
Got to take that smoke you give out, bro.
Yes, you do.
You just got mentioned in the same sentence as Dominique, who's been missing since week 3.
Yeah.
Hey, we love you.
I heard you just now.
No, we don't forget, Jamie.
No, we elephants up here, man.
Oh, remember.
Now, here's my thing. People that know me back. I've been a Cowboy fan my whole life.
Yeah.
I'm the same temper regardless.
Me
if
too.
We win, we won. If we lose, we took the L. I don't get up. I don't get down. I'm consistent.
I'm going to let you know. If we lose, I'm tearing out. Nobody better see me on the street. if we lose. I'm locking everybody out. Right?
Taquan's burning a jersey this year.
She knows.
I burn a hat.
See, wifey knows I'm the same way. I get frustrated, but
Hold on, got a picture of him drinking from
Nah,
the straw.
Yeah, that was hilarious. I saw that.
If I can already tell. I can see it. If the Cowboys losing this first round, I'm already going to see a 10-minute rant coming from Coach about Kellen Moore. I'm waiting for it.
Oh, we all doing that.
Okay, so you know what? You called me out on that.
Yeah.
I will support my players, but
But
we got some dumbass coach. I will be on their ass.
Yeah.
Because I was not a Garrett fan, and two beat me up about this. I'm not a Romo fan.
I'm
sad.
I was a Romo fan. I'm not a Dak guy.
He's Danny White to me.
Then Dak's worse than that.
Yeah. I told matter of fact, my brother be on here sometime.
Okay.
Beginning of the season, I told him, Dak don't do what he's supposed to do this year. I'm out. I've been out. Because he has some games that look like a champ, but he got a lot of games that look like a champ.
Led the league in picks this year or tied.
Yeah.
Man, it can't be doing that.
Can't do it when your defense like that.
You can lead the league in picks. You can lead the league in picks in the regular season. But one thing you can't do in the postseason is do the same thing. And that's in the postseason, and he can't do the same thing in the regular season. It's 0-0 right now. So that can look like Joe Montana coming up this playoffs, or he can look like Ryan Leaf, who never played one.
Sure, I can kick a pig in its ass and watch it fly, but it ain't gonna happen.
There's no chance. No chance in hell. There's no chance in hell that the Cowboys do not win the Super Bowl this year. They're gonna win. I'm using the Vince McMahon slow right now.
There he goes, trying to scream it into fruition again.
No,
let's go. And if we win the Super Bowl this year,
back. Hey, a couple years ago, or this might be more than a couple years ago, because I think I was still in high school. But they said that old Romo joke when him and Tebow were in the league playing at the same time. They said Romo's got 3 quarters, but he's forgot his fourth and doesn't know where it is, and that's all Tebow's got is a fourth quarter. And then he went on to beat the Steelers in the playoffs. I thought that was the funniest ESPN bit I ever seen.
Yeah, it's funny.
I will say this: Romo was at the helm of the first and only Cowboy game I've walked out of watching.
Oh shit!
What game was that when he fumbled not the snap?
Nope, it wasn't that. It's that year they had to win to get in. They went up to Philly and got bumped and thumped like 49-3.
Oh my God! What?
Do you remember? I was at my boy's house and it was so bad. I went out his backyard and I just walked the fence line.
Either that or
and told him I said this is bullshit. But yeah, we appreciate y'all.
Absolutely,
Mr. Bucks.
Jamie's
we
on
shouldn't. But like Stephen A. said,
what
can happen, will happen.
Yeah. He already had his fun for the season. We about to have fun on him now. You know what I'm saying? You about to have the gun.
But two, this year, when we lose the first game, we win 4 in a row. Then we lose again, we lose 2 in a row. They did that twice this year.
One more. Standing ovation time, baby.
So,
standing ovation time.
Based on the trends, we can win 4 games.
Yo, boy.
We've been the most non-trouble team in the league. We deserve some.
Do I expect it to
Cowboys
happen? No.
No.
But you know,
hey, I know my
what?
WWE fans
and they
like
do
this.
win. You can't say because you can't get all hype because I'm gonna be the same.
Right.
Nah, nobody gonna let me
but,
man.
But I will keep receipts of those that talk shit.
Oh yeah.
Talking shit. I'm sorry. Talk shit for no reason.
They didn't disappear.
All you Packer fans.
Disappear. Over here asking me to
They had 2 of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. That got 2 rings.
Damn. Yeah.
2 over what?
Yeah.
Damn near 30 years combined. They got 2 rings.
Barstar rolling in his grave.
Yeah.
You say Barstar.
Barstar rolling in his grave.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate y'all. See, we just talk. We just going on. We appreciate y'all, man.
Riffing.
2:30, man. Y'all got 2.
He gonna let me down.
We supposed to have it in and go on 10 minutes.
J-Lo got more rings than a lot of motherfuckers, though.
She got more rings than our Cowboys.
One more thing.
She got like
somebody said something about
Brady
Rihanna and the Chris Rock earlier.
Yeah, Chris Brown. Yeah,
Chris Brown. My brother, who's a funny guy, always told me that the reason why they actually got in that fight, because Rihanna told Chris, you can't dance.
Then that man broke dance all over her face.
And on that note, guess what?
We gone.
We up out of this bad boy. We gone, man. We appreciate y'all. See y'all tomorrow at what time tomorrow?
Same time always is.
Peace.
Go.